Maybe.
Well, I mean, it depends upon how you want to play this.
People are getting
blood.
murked, let's be honest.
What happened last time, gang?
Trying to keep you all alive.
I was prepared this time. Look at me, I'm being a good girl.
Alright, good job.
You did the copy paste thing.
I did the copy pasting. It was so hard, but I did it.
Is it? Shit. I was looking at my own notes trying to remind myself what we did. Okay, let's have a look.
Who will?
I look at your notes when Adrian's are so much better.
Who will spill the beans?
Yeah, very true. Oh yeah, shit. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We started with. That's what happened last time. Yeah, we started with Ginevra underwater, speaking to the goddess of the sea. As far as Ginevra understands her, Lapuana. And she asks her 3 questions that she's allowed by Lapuana. She asked about what Lapuana meant about Ginevra being it. Like, are you really it? And as if she was expecting her. And she talks about the fact that Rian and Tyrannus are battling, and so we have an opportunity, and so she can speak with her followers while they are busy with each other. Not getting busy with each other, that's something else. But, we don't know, to be honest.
Oh no! Oh no, Rule 34, it started. Oh no.
It started.
Rian's golden hand. Sorry.
Oh god!
Stop! Stop right there, criminal scum.
Pay your fine.
And then I also never asked about the level of influence that Lapuana has over the current realm. Basically, what kind of support could she provide if they got in a pinch? She's originally insulted, and speaks of how she's, a god. What the fuck do you think I can do? She's like, I understand that, but what can you do right now behind the barrier? And she says it's hard to do much because the barrier is stopping her, but if it's worth the risk and worth the effort, then she will get involved. So nice vague answer, where we get to pray that she finds us worthwhile to help if we get in a pinch. And asked about the artifact the Ravenmoors have, and Lapuana suggested something to do with, I think, Luris is part of the bargain, and that.
Yeah, I had to
she
edit
kind of,
the
like,
text a little bit here for Adrian, and I'm sorry because I think that was misunderstood. There was something strange that happened in that moment because she was ready to talk about it, and then she kind of went comatose for a second, and then she just disregarded the question altogether. Yeah,
and I was like,
what
okay.
happened? And she's like, it's just boring, and moved on.
Probably part of whatever enchantment is with the wall. It seems to be involved in what is keeping the wall up, and so she tasked me with making sure the artifact is activated, and at the end of the ritual choosing her to come through rather than Tyrannus. But if I can't get that to happen, then Tyrannus is better than Rian. Okay.
Better than the sun fart.
Yeah. And then she spits me back up, and Tia's like, "You okay, bro?
You good?
All good?
Are you well?
Good?"
How's the water?
Yeah. And everyone's like, "That girl crazy. Fuck up with her." She's just like coming out of the water, very excited. Yeah. That's the extent of her conversation.
Alright, and then we had long philosophical discussion and a lot of god talk between Aaron and Akra.
Yeah.
Yes, God talk.
Summarizing, essentially, something to do with the fiery barrier.
Yeah, Acheron wondering if it, if the reason that, or if the difference Aaron feels is a absence because of the fiery barrier. To which Aaron's like, "What's the fiery barrier?" And Acheron's like, "I don't actually know that much. I don't know. It's in the Bible, I guess." It's in the Radiance of Gaynor. It's this weird story about firewall, like the ultimate firewall, anti-god protection.
Wait, is this
I never thought about that before. Oh no!
What? That you made an anti-god firewall?
Oh no!
Wait, was it not an? I thought it was an intentional
No,
pun.
of course not.
Wait,
of
is
course
Frostmark
not.
just like the name of the Wi-Fi?
He's a sun god now, so I just thought it would be fiery, you know?
Yeah,
Oh my
it's
God.
the firewall to protect against the
What
god.
have I done? What have I done? I'm gonna go sulk now, you carry on.
Well done.
So, Acheron's like, I wasn't all that well versed in religion, given that I just kill people, so you should go talk to Titania, which led to more scripture and theory, and it turns out no one has concrete answers. Shock horror, who would have thought?
There's a bit of frustration as Titania was like, I can tell you, but here's the thing. It's all from the religious scripture, which like my entire research is about doubting, but also we have new information now. And so she just rambles for a while, and Aaron...
Thanks,
But
that
it
helps
does
with literally
reveal like a
nothing.
possibility that this fiery barrier could be a reason why there's this disconnect, and like gives him a little bit of personal hope.
Yeah, that's true. And then there's a lot of talk about whether things are different now that we know that gods are real, with Acheron remaining the only true outsider of opinion, I suppose. kind of being not necessarily the devil's advocate, but playing some kind of skeptic at least.
Aaron fails another presence check.
Why you gotta do me like that?
Having a
Just
sad
gods
boy
be as
moment.
they
We're gonna
are.
have weaknesses.
Yeah.
Sad boy moment.
Wah wah.
Wah wah. And we carry on travel in the morning.
Yeah, the following day, Titania goes to Ginevra to vent her frustrations about dealing with unreliable when your only source is deeply unreliable from your personal experience when trying to do historical research.
Okay. You travel into some highlands over a ridge, and you make a camp. And then there was a really hot Tumblr boy moment in a tent.
Number sad boy moment.
Tumblr sexy man, go burr.
I did not think of it in this way at all.
no.
Just FYI.
Okay.
Yeah, this is. Yeah. It's a
There was
reflection of our times.
Is like as the hiking was drawing to a close, seeing in some way the destination for the next day, Aaron decides to confront Ginevra finally and ask for a direct answer about what the fuck is she trying to do here, because she's played, is according to Aaron, both sides of it and straddling that line of trying to be both part of the party but at the same time part of the church, and to him it is not clear what the hell she's doing. So in their tent, since Ginevra shares the tent with Aaron, they have a moment where Aaron just outright calls her out and said, "What the fuck are you doing?" Yeah.
And she kind of opens with questions about if he could bring his deity back after the conversations they'd had, and the sense she got from him of missing that connection with he. And I think I can't remember exactly what happened after that, but yeah, he
Someone got
pretty,
a little excited.
Yeah, he got pretty grumpy with me and kind of pinned me down, and was like, "You're gonna tell me what the fuck you're doing, who the fuck you are, what the fuck you want." And I was like,
"Are you an
"No,
enemy
fuck, I'm
or you're a
not."
friend?" Like, I'm tired of guessing. And
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Ginevra
So
wasn't having that dominating behavior at all. She was like, "Get off me!" And it was so sassy. I loved it.
yeah, she was like,
Yeah.
"I'll tell you. I'm not gonna tell you because you pushed me down and you tried to force it out of me."
Well, you also dropped the whole Miron might be also a follower of Lapuana, which...
Yeah. So, yeah, he concedes. I sit up and I tell him, right, this is all the stuff that I just experienced with Lapuana, and this is the reason why I'm part of the church, because I believe there's something more than Rian out there, and I need to be where the answers are, and that's in the church. Though I still believe in his existence and his power in this realm. But this is now my quest, just given to me by Lapuana, not using the name because I don't know her name. And then also, and he's like, okay, I'm not gonna give you so much shit about being our captor then. And then I'm like, oh yeah, by the way, speaking of captors, Meulen may also be part of the followers of this goddess. Not sure how to ask without giving myself away, but could be worth knowing because that could be a very valuable ally as we go forward. And so I asked him for help in achieving my quest because I'm like, it's going to be quite hard to get a hold of the artifact because we're technically not there to see it. We're technically there for Tia to have a conversation with them about it. So we're going to have to do some special stuff to get involved in the ritual. And yes, so he knows. And we'll see how the information percolates in the coming hours.
No, for the first time, Aaron and Ginevra have a common goal.
No.
At least according to
At least according to him, yeah. As far as he knows, at least.
Alright. And you climb the final ridge to the valley of Seda. Upon which you meet old Bogdana, who is riding a mountain goat.
Strange woman.
Mysterious old woman who tells us very bluntly that she does not follow Rian and wants us to help. Party needs to help us. Wants our help to kill a motherfucker or two.
I mean, she very boldly tells us, she's like, yeah, look at you agents. And we're like, how the fuck do you know about that? And they're like, oh, well, you've been trying to kill me for years. At which way I was just like,
fair enough.
Lady.
Lady!
Real.
You are a couple sandwiches short of a picnic, aren't you?
Wow, another great saying. She also reveals that she was she knew Larissa.
Yeah, she's like her teacher.
Yeah.
And Larissa was like, I want the forbidden knowledge, TM. And she was like, you can't handle it. I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
I can't handle the truth.
At which point Larissa's like, I don't need you. I'm assuming Larissa magic sugar babied it up, and that's how she ended up in her position. But that's honestly speculation on my part.
Wow.
It's like, I'm gonna go get secret dark knowledge without your help, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, basically. And Bogdana was like, fine, I don't need you anymore, go kill yourself, I don't care. But then she went ahead and murdered the queen's husband.
Yeah, which apparently was a bit of an oof.
And war is brewing on the horizon for Oldwood come next season, and Bogdana is like, hey, the world might be fucked up, but I don't want people to die. So, we better kill a motherfucker or two.
She also suggested the artifact is being held in the cellar.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
she
yes.
said that she wasn't there physically, but it's interesting that there's a part of the castle that no rat can enter. Which is interesting. And Meulen was like, okay, you're a heretic, but I'm gonna use you. So for now, you're with the party. Okay!
You also missed out the fact that old Bogdana was like, there's a mine over there, y'all. We go and kill some people because they're like guarding something.
They're guarding, they think there's more to the, because this is where they took the artifact, and they're mining, so they think there's more to it. And she can't get there.
Yeah, that's true.
Patron is so stoked to be in another underground hole.
Woo!
Like my favorite place
holes.
to be.
My favorite.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, there's a mine over there, and Akron was like, really?
Cool beans.
How dare?
Do we have to?
Why?
I guess Rian hates me.
Well, I already knew that. he did kind of murk everyone I love, so I was already aware of that part.
All right, let's get into it.
Alrighty.
It's a beautiful little picture. Beep, 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 beep. Here we are. After Meulen has declared your shaky cooperation with old Bogdana and her magpie friend Gorkov, he ordered you to a short rest before partaking in any other interesting and exciting action. To eat, drink, and make sure none of you have anything that is wet and all your equipment is in top-notch condition. You sit down in a loose circle on top of the stuck but sharp rocks that have at some point in a distant past tumbled down from higher heights. Indeed, looking at the landscape before you, there are clear signs of this valley being prone to landslides. Meulen carefully takes out a spyglass out of his backpack and spends a good 10 minutes or so watching geography below you. The glassy surface of the greenish lake, the rocky islands within it, the bank of a rocky shore beyond, heavy bushlands, and a pine forest stretching as high as it can on the slopes of stone that surrounds it. Somewhere there were even more people, and a site of discovery of a devil artifact lies. And for a split second, you see a blizzard in front of your eyes, and the silhouette of harsh angles of mountains. Harsh angles that exactly mirrors those around you. In the flashback's aftermath, a dull headache creeps forward, causing you to rub your eyes and the bridge of your brow exasperately. You are not entirely sure if you want to be here. Medea and Silas keeps a sharp eye on Bogdana, and if they do not do so overtly, a silent understanding of church proceedings and habits kicking into action within them both. The old woman, on the other hand, is patting nonchalantly her magpie, who doesn't seem to enjoy it very much, but Bogdana doesn't seem to care. She mutters something about sourpuss of an old grandpa, and sticks her hand into one of her many pouches to reveal a dried worm that she feeds him. At that point, Silas and Medea tenses a little bit in apprehension of the movement, but then shares an odd glance between each other after seeing what she's doing. At the same time, the white mountain goat that old Bogdana has been riding comes slowly waddling into the camp, puts its mule in Bogdana's hand, and she says with a frown, "Ah, yes, well, this can do. That saddle pack must be uncomfortable, Buttercup. Let's take it off so you can rest. And you, well, you gotta mosey on somewhere else and eat some grass, I guess. I don't need your assistance right now, you old goat." She pets it on the neck a few times, and then sends Acheron a sharp look. Well? Are you going to stand there, youngling, or are you going to help me remove my saddle pack? This behavior is unacceptable.
Acheron will roll their eyes, but will step forward and help. And not make any particular comments.
Okay.
But definitely watching the woman with, like, it's a mix of, like, what the fuck is wrong with you, and, like, recognition of a threat where one exists. It's like it's kind of like, I think it's a little bit unhidden, the level of dissonance between this, like, weird old woman, but knowing that she's probably actually a threat. So.
Yeah, it's a bit of a weird juxtaposition.
Yeah.
She mutters something about time when you, like, put it into her hands. And then Buttercup, the old goat, moves on away from the camp to eat some grass. It guesses.
If you struggle this much to get the pack off, how much do you struggle to put it back on?
About 3 curses and an hour of back pain. Yes, about that.
Seems inefficient. And like a waste of time and pain, perhaps.
The joy of being old. I wonder if you ever will experience it.
Unlikely. I think you're one of the first old people I've ever actually met.
But that's strange. What kind of war-torn part of Frostmark do you come from?
Crowhill, actually. But the parts of Crowhill where people are left to die young.
Crowhill?
And no one gives a fuck about it. So.
Well, if I was a little bit less wise and a little bit less better about things, then darn, I would have wished I could retire in Crowhill. They do have some facilities there that are quite paradise-like. Oh, so
I'm sure they do. So I've heard as well. I wouldn't know.
It's all a question of coin, I guess. As it usually
is.
Haha.
So what makes someone as old as you decide to roam around the mountains, or is it purely to stay out of the church's reach?
Well, I am roaming around because the younglings have utterly failed.
It's not like the old people did anything better. Assuming there's anyone else as old as you.
Well, I hope it's at least another one. Otherwise I would feel, insulted.
Put it this way, the younglings may have failed, but it's the older generations that fucked everything up in the first place.
I might be very astute.
I've been accused of that before.
Such strange circumstance you find yourself in, Junkling. Most of the time you just utter garbage. And then there's some nuggets of wisdom.
Can't all be gold.
Just watch me.
So...
I think,
Go ahead. Nope, go ahead.
Yeah, I think around this time, like, Titania sees this happening and is gonna come over to help with the business as well, but also just kind of to ingratiate herself into the conversation.
Alright.
Says, so, forgive me, I'm not part of the church business, so this is just purely out of my own curiosity. You said you weren't part of the Rihanna's church? What, do you have other religious practices, or do you just neglect them in their entirety?
Oh, I have misjudged you. You ask too many questions to belong to the church. You are the scholarly type, aren't you? Careful with watch which waters you step your toes into. Some sharks may bite.
Oh, thank you, but I'm well aware at this point. Yeah, I essentially devoted my research practice to examining the cultures which are stomped out by imperialism, which largely includes a lot of religious practices outside of the Rihanna's church. So, call me curious, I guess.
Well, are you sure you want to receive this information? It can be literally quite deadly.
I mean, I'm pretty sure the church already wants me dead. What harm would a little more want? what harm would a little more knowledge do?
Not like deadly in Akron's gonna step it. Not like deadly in the it'll just kill you outright kind of way, right?
It's the more slow but eventual death of a dagger in the night.
Oh, never. At that point, Akron's like, "Oh, never mind. You're fine." Just like lets it go. At that point, Akron's like, "Okay, chill."
Same page, cool, got it.
But you are quite wrong in your statement. Knowledge can always be deadly, even if you are doomed to death.
That is a fair point. But nonetheless, maybe have a conversation?
It's not that exciting, really. It's just an old pack of wise women and wise men. The wise in between. People who listen to the forest. Shamanistic kind of background. Sometimes I do rather feel those Creekish people are like some kind of cousins. But they're far more community-oriented than what we are. We like to keep to ourselves. But I wonder if that's more the sign of a time than the shrouded mystery of our birth. Well, I also heard that the old berry woods at that point were far more dangerous than it is today. Now, these days, they only come to us for herbs and wisdom. Taking care of an unwanted child, poisoning somebody, a wound that has grown infected, and they cannot pay the price of the church.
I see.
Taking an unwanted child? What would someone like you do with a child? You can't even take care of yourself.
No, you terminated in the womb. That's what I'm saying.
Right, yes.
Understand.
So you help with medical practices that
Young
those
one,
who...
what are you? Your cheeks are getting red. Are you really that young and naive? Have somebody had the talk about the bees and the flowers with you yet?
Out of character, you just caught me really off guard. I don't know why, but that was, for whatever reason, not the answer I was expecting.
Okay.
Also, abortion is a bit of a sensitive topic in America right now, so...
I'm just playing a character.
No,
Stream
it's
is
fine.
not political.
No, it's fine. Like,
We're good.
We're good.
Out of character, it was just not. For whatever reason, it like went over my head, and I thought they were like actually giving children away.
No. Somebody had too much fun and came upon consequences of that fun.
Yep. No, I think Akron would just be like, yeah, fair enough. But
Alright. Sorry. TA, you
You're
said
welcome.
something.
You're good.
It's very kind of you to help those who cannot be helped by the Rihanna's church for medicine. But like... But all the way up here
Who
in
am
the-
I to kid? It's not just being selfless. And a woman got her on her coin in some way.
Mhm.
I'm not just as pompous when it comes to where I lay my head at night.
Be a little bit less exorbitant.
Yeah, what is gold really gonna, help you? It's not gonna make your afterlife any better, that's for sure.
Oh, tell that to the church officials, my goodness.
Tell me what?
Out of character, I was not referring to priests, I was referring to
I know.
those higher.
That was just me.
Gotcha.
What do you know about the afterlife?
Nothing. Isn't that exciting? Who knows? Well, I will soon.
I have heard that is the effect of being old.
Unfortunately,
Surely, simply engaging in medical practice isn't reason for agents to come after you. You said you'd been dealing with their like for your entire life. Not to mention the magics you mentioned in regards to the Countess.
Well, you said it yourself, scholar. Imperialism. Even if there was no oogie boogie devil magic that I use, they are coming to me and not to them.
They're losing profits from
I have been
people coming to you
a
instead.
good girl. I have not used whatever miracles or gifts I have been granted unless I really, really had to. I understood that a dagger in the night is a serious threat. But even so, they push themselves to the fringes of society. In metaphorical holes, ditches. Because we are not reliable. But they, and their hefty prices, are. But don't listen to my bitter musings. I'm sure you already know this, and we will be all but gone in a few years, I'm sure.
We... Well... if you'll excuse me.
You are excused.
Yeah. Sorry, just... I can end the scene there.
Okay. Anything anybody want to talk about during this little short break?
Can I talk to Aaron real fast?
Alright, pull Aaron aside.
Really fast. Yeah. Kind of pulling Aaron to the side. Giving like a weird look at the woman. Akron wants to try to make it so that she won't hear, but Akron has also resigned themselves to their fate that the woman probably knows God himself, and there's nothing I can do about that, so... You know, trying to be quiet, but if she overhears us or just knows what we're talking about, it be like that sometimes. We'll pull Aaron to the side and be like, so, this woman, what do you think?
Think she's old.
Okay, fair enough.
She's given up. She has one last thing to do.
She's not like setting off weird alarm bells, is she?
In my experience, people who don't have anything to lose or lose cannon, and who knows what can happen with them. I think that she's probably more of a problem for the agents than she is for us. But at least she's honest.
Do you think we can trust her information?
People who have nothing to lose don't have any reason to lie.
I meant the accuracy of her counting.
I don't know. Nor do I expect to follow it. If she has experienced certain things within the castle, it's some information. Whether or not it's misleading or not is another question. Right now, we still have our mission, and I don't think this old woman really adjusts that in any way. But this mine that she mentions, where they got the artifact from, does very much intrigue me. And I'm more than eager to get on with the day and listen to this old coot.
Patron nods, but looks visibly displeased at the mention of the mines.
You're not scared of the dark, are you?
No, more the space itself. Let's just say I've seen more than my share of people die in mines, so I'm not exactly fond of them.
Understood.
Hopefully these ones are a little more stable than the ones where I grew up.
We won't know until we get there. If you're too timid to go in, you can just stay outside.
And leave you to die in a mine by yourself? Where would be the fun in that?
Aaron and Acheron, you can see Miron leave the camp on his own.
Like heading?
Yeah, heading down the slope. Tia and Ginevra, you heard Miron say that he's gonna go and scout on his own and come back.
Alright.
Sorry for the interruption. Carry on.
It's okay.
Hope we noticed.
I should have looked at Aaron.
Yeah.
If he can see me.
I don't think I'm too far away from the group if we could see Mirren leaving.
Yeah.
I don't say anything, I'd shoot him.
You shoot me a look? What's the
Yeah,
look?
I just like noticing Mirren leaving on his own. Just saying, pay attention.
That's funny.
Yes, I notice it.
So I was about to say, if Mirren's going on his own, Akron would make the point that none of us should be on our own in unfamiliar territory and might try to go with.
Still time. Catch up.
So, yeah, Akron's gonna try to go with Mirren, because none of us should be alone in this territory. And if he gets jumped and murdered, none of us will know, and it'll suck even more.
Oh god.
So.
Follow behind.
Alright. Miron stops and turns around and, hears you approach. Long before you reach him, and he just silently watches you.
You shouldn't go alone. If you get jumped, none of us will know, and then we'll all be worse off. At least take me.
None of you
Or someone.
are as well versed as I am. This is very dangerous. I don't know how many lockouts they have. And so, frankly, you all can be a burden.
But that's exactly why we can't lose you. If you go off on your own, we can't lose that ability as part of this group.
At least take someone as, like, a lookout in the distance. We don't have to go up to the camp exactly with you. But at least take one of us.
I can follow from a distance, and if anything happens, I can be attacking from a distance as well and be able to heal anything that might happen to you.
There's some calculations that is going on behind his eyes. Then a sharp nod. Keep up, Bucketon. And when I tell you to stop, you stop.
Yes, sir.
And he kind of takes off on this half jog down the slope, keeping down close towards the ground, pulling his hood up.
Yep. What are the other agents and Osprey doing right now?
Osprey is just like resting. There's like a bit of a sheen of sweat over her forehead. But she is quite interested in Bogdan, and she listened quite intently to the conversations that Acheron and Titania had with her. Then you have Silas and Medea that looks like they're minding their own business, but they are keeping an eye on her, on Bogdana.
Okay.
If we are waiting here, unless you want to do something, Ginevra.
I was thinking of maybe talking to Tia, but if you wanna go for something, go for it.
He's gonna talk. He wants to. At this point, if we're all packing up and everything, Aaron wants to at least speak to old Bogdan then.
Okay.
You have a lot of things to say. You have seen a lot, apparently.
It's all quite subjective in the end, but my years should account for something.
Agreed. And you must have picked up a lot of knowledge along the way, after all. Someone.
Are you aware of, young man, that you do not have any pupils?
I have been told that.
That's a very interesting predicament. Are you blind? Without pupils, you will be unable to decide how much light your eyes are gonna receive. Is it completely dark, or is it completely lit for you in there?
Do you really care?
Do you care?
I can see just fine. Otherwise.
Oh, that's peculiar.
Look, I don't mean to take up your time. You clearly are very focused on one objective, but someone of your age, it is likely that you may have acquired some knowledge along the way, and I am aware. And he's gonna get closer to old Bogdan to like lower his voice.
Okay.
That living in the wilderness yields certain treasures of the natural order.
Yes, having not people being in your face all the time.
Silence is one thing.
She gives you a pointed look of how you're in her face right now.
Mm. I'm trying to ask, do you have any poisons? Something to coat a blade, perhaps? Something from the mountains? If we are to do what we need to do, any sort of edge, so to speak, will be a bonus.
You are traveling with prime assassins of the Church of Rion. Why are you not asking them? I'm sure that their pockets are overflowing by crow's tears and corona.
Between you and I, these members of the church are a little out of their depth. And I, too, am from the mountains. I know what exists here. I know the bounties available. And it's a simple question. Do you or do you not?
Of course, I have a stash of my herbs. But I wonder if I can trust you with them. They're not for the foolhardy.
And what exactly are you willing to receive to gain trust?
Well, quite frankly, after we have investigated this mine, I do not wish to die. I feel like as soon as my usefulness is gonna run out, they're gonna kill me. I wouldn't wish to kind of thrust my fist full of different herbs inside Larissa's own mouth to just quench her and quiet her forever. It's my fault that I have spawned into the world, and I'm going to see it end. I just don't know if I'll be able to get there.
Then it is in your best interest to provide us with these poisons, because we too are captives. These church folk, they don't know what they're doing, and they're carrying us along. If you want to live, help us free ourselves, and in turn we will free you.
She just raises a big, crooked eyebrow. Well. Something to ponder upon.
You don't have time to ponder, old lady. It's either yes or no.
You cannot tell me what to do. I know when it's time to ponder.
Aaron's gonna curse in Elvish.
Wow. So it is true. A traveler.
Not one of the church.
How entirely unique. There's only legends about people like you.
I wish to learn more, and I'm sure you do too. You have to survive to be able to understand and learn. My offer still stands. It's now or never, because the church agents won't exactly allow us to trade in the midst of combat, if that's where we're headed. It's your choice, O Bogdana. Live or die.
I will make the decision when it suits me. Thank you.
Aaron leans back, sighs, shrugs. That's your call. And leaves her presence.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Right. Meanwhile, that conversation is happening, and the agents are focused on Bogdana, and Aaron is with Bogdana. And Miran and Akaran are away. I will approach Tia and say,
Yeah.
Is now a good time to have that talk? Remember I told you there was something I wanted to tell you.
Yeah, do you want some privacy?
Yeah, let's just
You can take a brief walk.
And I'll walk towards where the wind is strongest. And the water also. So we have kind of sound around us that covers up our voices.
Yeah, sure. There's a stream that runs by, in a 1 minute, 2 minute walking distance. Sure.
Oh, Bexxy, stream. Something's happened.
No, what?
Oh,
No.
there it is.
My stream
I think
quality is
something
good.
was loading.
Yeah, I was just really loading the page because it told me I had.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
Yeah, of course.
Sorry.
Carry on.
Okay, then yeah, I'll walk along the stream a bit. Try not to go too far out to grab attention, but seeing as they're focused elsewhere, it should be fine. So. I have to tell you something, many things that are going to be surprising and I need you to do your best to keep your surprise and candor to a minimum. Is that something you can do?
That can be done.
Alright. Last night, in the water, you know, you've been studying a long time about the things that exist beyond the church and their faith, yes?
Mm-hmm.
That is... A long time ago you told me all about this, and I told you that I felt we were very much the same, very similar.
Mm-hmm. I
meant
recall,
it.
yeah.
I meant it. I am a priest of Rian. I conduct miracles using my faith in him and the miracles I've been taught, powered by his essence. But I do not think that is all there is. And last night I was proved correct. We saw, already you've seen the remnants and reflections of things that are beyond the power of Rian. In the battle we saw in the sky.
Right.
And the church explains to be devils, but that is not the whole truth, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe in some cases, perhaps, maybe Aaron better to speak on those things, but at the very least, there are those godly forces that I believe are not Rian and neither devil. And I was contacted by one of those forces.
Contacted? In what way?
In the lake, I saw a goddess of the sea. I know it's crazy, but if anyone's gonna believe me, it's you.
Fascinating.
And she was very clearly a being of great power. I have no doubt that she is a god in her own right, but apparently held behind a great wall of light set up by supposedly Rian that makes her influence on this realm difficult, minimal. And this artifact we are seeking is a key to opening up that barrier to allow one to pass. Perhaps.
Oh, good. Goodness.
I know.
Okay. I'm going to save my comments for when you're finished talking. Please continue.
Yeah. But this is where I need your help.
Okay.
To make that happen, and I'm sure you, for people, understand the benefits that would come with that, we have to activate the artifact, or allow it to be activated. But in the last moments of the ritual involved to activate this thing, I need to access it And seeing as we're not meant to even be seeing the artifact, but rather you are meant to be interviewing them about the artifact.
Right.
We can't do this without you.
So, yeah. Would you like me to... Are you asking me to... Well, obviously, asking me to act as a distraction during my interview so you can have access to this thing, potentially. But also, do you want me to, while we're in Ravenmoor territory, to research whatever ritual may be involved to look into such a thing?
I have no specific thing I ask of you for your help. You are far more intelligent than I, and I'm sure you could decide a way where that help would be best provided. Whatever you think would be best, whether it is distraction or whether it is using your powers of persuasion that I have seen before to persuade them to allow us to see the artifact, to allow us to be involved in the ritual. I'm not sure about a plan. I just need help.
I could think of a few options. I could, as part of the interview process, I could request access to their libraries and then do a bit of snooping to look into potential rituals. Because when dealing with powerful magics, I'd prefer to understand exactly what's going on before diving headfirst, as fascinating as that would be.
Even if it wouldn't any ritual mean understanding more about what's beyond what the church tells us?
In the order of what I'd rather do to not do, doing the ritual with understanding it is first priority. Doing the ritual without understanding it, second. Not doing the ritual at all, I don't want that. That is boring and status quo, and that's not what we're here for. But I could definitely try to, as part of the interview process, be in inquiring about what its purpose is, ask for a demonstration of some sort, perhaps.
The only worry I have in that is that might raise suspicion. We do know, or we have ideas, strong suggestions of where the artifact may be held. So it may be the case that keeping them distracted whilst others of us find our way down there.
In which case, yes, the distraction would be.
But that also might put you in a dangerous position if you become separated from us when this happens, and so.
I'd be willing to take that risk. Evidently the church wants me alive, so I don't think they'd be willing to just let me get axed by the Ravenmoors.
And you would be with Osprey at the time, so, and I doubt she would be very amenable to any kind of carrying by any guard, whether they belong to the Ravenmoors or not.
We'll definitely have to work on planning this out. But also, incredible. We have actual testimony about what the thing about the fiery barrier. That is, okay. That has a lot of potential, because having a source outside of the book from a potential godly source is very interesting. But that's for me to write tonight. Here in the moment, this conversation.
No writing. No, nothing. No, nothing. No.
No writing?
No writing right now. You cannot have any evidence that this is going on while we are in this situation. No evidence whatsoever. Not until we get out of this situation can there be any written record of what's going on.
Okay, understood.
Do your best to remember. I'll do mine.
Keep it up here. Yeah. You don't need to worry about my memory. I'll be just fine. It's just habit.
Probably have to worry more about mine.
Yeah, whatever plan we need to build, I'd rather. We need to know how long we are going to be staying in or around the Ravenmoor estate to see when to find the best opportunity. We'll workshop this plan as we get closer. Yeah.
If we have time, then that's better, because we can work to building up some kind of relationship. Perhaps they'll need us for something.
Yeah, let's stick close. I'll get Acheron in the loop, probably Aaron as well. And if we ever need private conversations and we don't have a good opportunity, message cantrip is always an option. So,
Aaron knows.
Aaron knows. Fantastic.
Yeah. Acheron does not.
I will fill Acheron in.
And one other thing,
Meulen.
I'm not sure where his true affiliations lie. I've received suggestions from him that he is associated with the followers of this goddess, but I've been unable to confirm for fear of proving myself unaffiliated with the church or affiliated with something I shouldn't be to a high church of Israel.
An agent of his status may very well be trying to bait you out. That's fair.
Exactly. So, but if it is the case, then he again could be a worthwhile ally.
A valuable ally.
At the very least, is worth not treating immediately with the others if it comes to some kind of conflict.
Right.
When it comes to these 4 agents, we have ways of ingratiating ourselves with all of them. It's just not... There's too many things at play right now. And it's not like I want to be hostile with them. It's just difficult. Okay. We'll keep all this in mind. Thank you so much for telling me. And
Thank you. Thank you for agreeing to help.
Of course,
I know I can count on you.
That's why I'm here. Okay, let's return before they get suspicious.
Yeah.
Alright. Thank you.
Okay. In the meantime, Acheron, you have gone walking with Bjorn. Made it down to the lake, around it, up the shore, into the bushland there. And you can see that he's walking beside the path, not on it, to make sure it's not disturbed by his own footsteps. And you can see him for a second taking in how many it is, how it's looking, whatever information he can glean from it. And as soon as you kind of enter into the pines on the other side, he gives you a sharp look and the agent side of stay.
There we go. I see. Acheron's going to listen. Acheron genuinely did come for the interest of Mirren's the friendliest agent, and him getting murked on his own is bad news for us, so...
Alright. Then comes that excruciating, 20-30 minutes or so, as he continues out on his own, and you're just waiting. Running rhymes, or going into deep ponder, but still staying alert to your surroundings. A weird juxtaposition of being calm and alert at the same time.
Yeah, I think Acheron's just kind of stay still, stay aware, kind of, again, letting themselves go back to that training, and to all the time spent practicing sitting still for such long periods of time and all that.
Yeah, exactly. Eventually Meulen does return. It's quite an open area where he told you to sit tight, but just at the edge of the forest. So you're a little bit surprised of how far he was able to sneak up on you before you notice his approach. And he merely nods to you and gives you the sign of let's retreat a bit before we start talking.
Okay, yeah. Again, I'm listening perfectly, following orders and all that.
Yeah. Together, you keep away from whatever walked paths this Ravenmoor camp has created, as to not give you away. And it takes a little bit of a longer time because you're going through, the thicker underbrush to get past. But eventually you come to the shore and walk past a hill, clear a bend. And he rather nonchalantly says, only 2. They were out and about, but there were several tents. One of them heavily armored. Flail, shield. A lot of spikes. Dressed for intimidation.
What color was the armor?
A dark gunmetal.
Do we think that they might be dark armor, dark flail, the ones that have the whatever kind of magic that we've heard reports of?
It is consistent with whatever, was it Priest Daniel or something?
Something like that.
From Juniper's Drift.
Yes.
We should expect some devil trickery. But
how many tents?
I expected more. Then there is a path that leads on from the camp, further up onto the slopes. I tried to approach, but the forest quickly disappeared, and only left, indeed, a great barren slope. Without the cover of darkness, there's no way for me to approach.
How many tents were there? How many are we estimating on the high end might be?
6 2-man tents. Then it was a larger, middle-sized tent. And then 4 6-man white tent. Food stores were good, but not as much as I thought it would be. A lot of signs of stored rock, a lot of carts, wheelbarrows. However, they were also lax. I don't think they are concerned about the tax. Which makes sense, consider where we are. But still, it's bad form.
Well, they clearly aren't expecting, I don't think, people to come out and attack them all the way out here, especially not in number. Our real question is, do we really want to face that force head on?
If we do not take care of the camp, and we approach the mine, we might have a situation where...
Not what I meant. You said that you saw their supplies. How out in the open were they?
There's a rudimentary wall of sharpened tree trunks. Only 2 ways in. Perhaps they could be set on fire, but there were fish, apples, water beside it. We could also try to poison their water supply, but the question is if we got the time to wait.
That was more my thought process and my thinking, but if you think that we don't have time, I'm confident that we will, most of us at least, make it out. I mean, the odds are better that most of us make it out than most of them. Just by sheer percentage.
I'm also concerned if we do poison the water supply that those who are up by the mine might get notified of our presence. Ready for us to strike. burn evidence, that kind of thing.
I do suppose that is a fair concern. What are you thinking as a plan of attack?
A distraction by the sudden gate, and then a strike force coming from behind, taking them by surprise, drawing them out, thinking that we were fewer than what we are, and then pincer maneuver them.
Sounds like a good tactic. You didn't see any signs of any of the blackbirds or other wild cards, did you?
It was a mercenary-like fellow with a bow and sidearm by the main gate. That was indeed a woman, but it doesn't add up to the reports of the blackbirds. And the other one, well, was armored in the middle of the camp.
Yeah. Do you know if there are any... I mean, there's a mine up there. Is there anyone here who's absolutely... Are there any potential burdens of battles or casualties that we might just have to deal with? Or just those that we're fighting?
Well, as agents we are expendable.
I meant projected casualties aside from us.
When it comes to the shaky alliance that the Cardinal has with the Ravenmoors, the information I've gotten about it is that it does not deal with devil artifact. It's quite off limits as a point of negotiation from the Ravenmoor side to agree with all of this. Meaning that if we let anybody escape and information comes back to the Ravenmoors, that the church has involved themselves with the site of where this devil artifact has been found, the alliance itself is in jeopardy.
No survivors. Got it.
Indeed, prepare yourself for a lot of wet work today.
Well, at least that's one thing I can understand.
The question is if we should attack now and be more exposed, or wait until night falls. But then that means there's gonna be more in the camp, I presume.
It really depends on how many stages you want to do this in. If we attack them all at once, we know practically everyone we're dealing with in one go. If we attack them now, we might be able to finish off one wave before the second one arrives, but there's no guarantee that we won't just get more reinforcements in the middle of a big fight. Either way, we're dealing with everyone. How willing are you to let the old woman use whatever trick she has to help us?
I'd rather her using it so I can see what she's able to do than the other way around.
Fair enough.
It's not the first time now that I have been working with strange forces.
Wouldn't expect it would be. You're just very devout.
There's a shallow smile as he looks over his shoulder to see us, still taking the lead.
Yeah.
Back up against.
So, what's your preference for now? Attack at night? Or attack now? If you had to pick.
My instinct is always in the cover of darkness. This is how we've been trained when it comes to taking on large force. But now we have a number of elements that are not used to our ways. Let us, in this regard, open it up to a bigger debate. It's better that everyone is confident with our attack than not.
Any chance of me getting my poison back for this? Bexxy?
There's a long pause, as he and I am both thinking.
I think I've proven myself by now. I've done everything that's been asked of me and made no moves against you.
A good agent always plays the long con.
Since when was I a good agent?
Still graduated.
Wasn't really given much choice.
Exactly.
Well, just think about it. I, for one, would like most of us to survive, and that poison could go a long way towards that. So, you know, if you find it in your heart to want us to not be nearly as expendable as we all are, much appreciated.
No, yeah, I think you're right. Either they all die, or this is all moot. And my life and your life is basically forfeit. Doesn't matter where or how. Just be soon. I am collecting whatever poison you have not used after the battle, however, Acheron.
Fine with me. All I ask is, if I'm gonna be a tool, I at least be an effective one.
That's fair. I understand that. That's all we got.
That's all we got.
Alright. You two continue to walk in silence. And as soon as you approach the Bogdanos camp up there on the western slope of the valley, Medea and Silas kind of stands up in attention when Miron comes. He brings you all together into a smaller circle, and he describes basically what he told Acheron of what he has seen about the goal to basically kill them all and take whatever secrets they have for your own. And then he brings up the question if you would prefer to attack during daylight or nighttime.
Personally, I prefer the dark. But I know that is not everyone's preference.
What are the benefits of each?
I'm sure in his summary he would have said that in the day there are fewer people, but there's more chance that one could slip away and warn the Raven Moors. But at night there is, it's night. There's likely to be more people together in the camp as they're sleeping, so it could be a tougher encounter to kill everyone. Those are really the differences.
I mean, there's also the strength and weakness of both, where in the day everyone can see, and at night there's greater chance to hide or sneak up on them because they can't see, but also same goes for us if the lights go out.
Yeah.
Except one.
Except for Aaron, who doesn't count in this case because Aaron's a big cheater.
I'm a big fat cheater.
Titania says, I can work with either. I'm not going to be in the midst of everything anyways.
I think night makes more sense, because if there are fewer people, they still could come running if they hear a skirmish. It's probably not going to be a lasting benefit. If they're all together but asleep, then we have the advantage.
My magic works better in the dark anyway. If anybody's interested, says Osprey.
Couldn't we enter the mine without interfering with them at all to find out what's going on down there?
Fortified outside. It would have been in the summary.
Besides, do you really want to put yourself in a closed-off tunnel with only enemies surrounding your way out?
If they're asleep, then it's not
Who
as
says
bad.
that they'd all be asleep?
True.
Besides, sleep rarely lasts forever. People are more easily woken than you'd think.
Given we are working with agents and assassins, it's likely that a night attack will, on the whole, provide a more benefit than a full-on attack in the day.
Alright. The majority leans towards night.
If one starts running off, I mean, I guess, yeah, you gotta pick them off quickly before you can't see where they are.
I'll try and take care of the stragglers if I can, or at least point them out to
If you point them out, then I can get them from very far away.
That's useful. Thank you, Aaron. Okay. Then, what I recommend is a nap. And as soon as night falls, we move out.
Before we sleep, either privately or in public, I don't care, wherever Bogdana seems more likely to answer, Akron would ask her what she actually is capable of doing to try to get an idea of battlefield layout. Given that my whole strategy is being literally everywhere, I like to know where my support and where my DPS are.
All right. She says rather grumpily, I would have preferred in the middle of the day. I mean, if you are going to kill a motherfucker, then at least you should watch them in the white of their eye when you do so.
Probably have to be that close in order to do so in the dark.
I ain't gonna kiss my enemy if that's what you wish.
Death is death and murder is murder. Having honor about it just wastes time.
Ah. So vulgar. Well, I am pretty good with this walking stick of mine. I can whack somebody across the head rather effectively when I want to. And she waves around her staff in a rather feeble way.
Is that the only thing you're capable of doing?
I have a strange relationship with animals.
Helpful?
I'm able, I can cast the bones for you if you have a next question.
Did your relationship with animals suggest to the animals to blind the people that we're having to fight? It only takes a few claws.
Oh, no, well. They tell me things, and I tell them things, and they tell other people things.
Do you have any combat? Are you of any use in a fight, or are you just going to be a hindrance on the field?
My stare, when I get angry, can make somebody seize up. And when I'm very angry, well, the air itself starts to sizzle.
Useful.
Do you already have a full layout understanding of the camp? Because it could be useful to... No, I mean to Acheron and Meulen, because otherwise having animals to understand that they are owls or whatever...
Yeah, well, Gork over here told me everything already.
So we already know how many people is going to be in which tent, in what place, and etc.
We haven't watched them day and night.
From my math, which out of character could be completely fucking bogus because I'm illiterate as hell and I can't do math. I had 6 2-man tents, and I didn't catch whether it was 4 or 6 1-man tents and a large tent in the middle, which I assumed was more of a strategy meeting one type thing, or like something similar. So at least, assuming that we're going for the highballed number, 18 people. Assuming all the tents are full, and the middle one does not hold people in a sleeping capacity.
That's the kind of thing we could understand from the animals. We can know exactly what we're going to go into before we get into it. So we know exactly the way to
I mean, that
approach.
might be useful, to be completely honest.
Well, let me go and talk to some mountain birds and see what I can find out.
Also, if there are any hungry bears that you feel like asking to join the party, that could be helpful.
You think they're gonna listen to me?
Well, if they're hungry.
Well, they just might eat me then.
Well, I don't know the details of your relationship with your animals, but it's just a suggestion.
You ask nicely and then you hope for the best.
Seems like a bad system.
If it gets results. It's
Shall
better than
you
nothing.
say? Mrs.
As-
Church Girl?
As metaphorical hungry bear, yes. Sounds like a bad system. Usually asking people nicely and hoping for the best ends up with heretics and traitors.
Keeps you honest,
Background
does it
roll.
not?
What'd you say?
It keeps
Keeps
you
you
honest.
That's fair. Akron will throw kind of like an amused look at Titania. Having just referred to them as hungry bears and finding it amusing.
GM,
Yes.
if I can get a scale of time here, are we going to be... what? Will I be able to cast Mage Armor now, get my spell slot back, and still have it up for the fight?
Wow. Well, it's like 3 or 4 in the afternoon right now, and you're gonna go after dusk. So 9, 10 in the evening, you're gonna start walking.
That's 8 hours. Yeah, that's 8 hours. Cool. I'll cast Mage Armor now then.
Okay.
How is
It's
that
within
8?
2 hours.
That's 6 hours.
Yeah,
But it's
that's
the time
within 8
to have
hours
that.
is what I mean.
But
Yeah.
remember, there's only 2 short rests in between a long rest. So
Ah, it'll be fine.
Yeah. there's a limit to that.
Alright.
Okay. Well, Bogdana goes, talks to a few mountain birds, talks to them, and
We'll want their info in the evening though, because we'll want to know who's sleeping where.
yeah, this is
They
like an
don't
ongoing project she has over the whole evening.
Okay.
She's
cool.
talking to birds for
Okay,
quite a
great.
few hours and seeing what they report. And with a bit of a raised eyebrow, Meulen accepts the news that there seems to be... Oh, I need to count this right.
I get my poison back.
Poison, let's go!
Finally.
5
Yeah.
mercenary...
84 years.
5 mercenary types. 3 armored with flails. 1 heavily armored with flail. And a woman dressed in leather and a fur cloak. With
That
black
is
hair.
not a lot of people.
I think they're heavy hitters though.
So, it's
And if these are the ones that were with flails in the town before,
10
they could be
total.
very strong. If they have whatever infusion those that attacked that town we got the report from have, they're not just going to be fighters, they're going to be very strong.
So nothing's
And-
changed then.
One in leather not one of the... What's their name? Those three women, right?
The Blackbirds?
Blackbirds, yeah.
No, this was just a woman. This was a woman in armor.
This was in leather armor, did you say?
Yeah.
Okay.
But Mirren said that she did not seem like a blackbird.
Apparently
as
she
far
didn't
as the
match the
reports went.
reports, according
Yeah.
to Ron. Which, I mean, who the heck knows? For all we... With magic, they don't need to match the reports.
I mean,
Yeah,
this is fair,
she's
but
from
they
PMA.
never have not matched the reports in all of the... Because we've also gotten, I don't know if people remember, back in the tavern at the crossroads, we talked about the blackbirds as well to someone, and they were described exceptionally similarly as well. And also a soldier, I believe, over the mountains, or right before we started crossing the mountains, also mentioned something similar. So they've always matched the same description, or at least been close enough that we knew exactly who was being talked about without labels.
Gotcha.
So these are the people that we know are in the camp. Do we know which ones are like awake at any one time? Because if we can catch the armored ones without armor on,
This is true.
That's the hope with them sleeping. They won't be sleeping with armor on.
So we
But
wanna
you can't.
Yeah.
we wanna get in when the people who are on watch are the mercenary types that are less armored, so that we can get in or people can try to slip through those people to get into the tents where the armored people are and deal with
I'd
them
rather
before they
ambush the
even have a
mages
chance.
than ambush the mercenaries.
Not to be like strategic or anything, but if this is a no survivors run, and there's like a designated place where they keep their like weapons or armor that isn't right next to them, we could like throw a firebolt in that.
I just think chaos should be the last
Well, there's no reason it can't be coordinated.
because
Realistically, either
it's
we
just-
slit everyone's throat
I
in
think
one
doing the
go,
quiet
or
knife in the dark stuff. I think that's a good way to start, and then
no, absolutely.
firebolt catches the stragglers, because the more noise, the harder it's going to tell if anyone leaves.
No, I
Whereas if
agree
we
that
can
we
deal
should try
with
to.
This is why Miron recommends that you attack from both sides of the camp, since there are two in and out, so to prevent anyone from escaping.
Exactly. My biggest worry is that someone would be able to not put their armor on, but grab weapons if they didn't have it before. Grabbing a weapon is a lot easier than putting armor on, and if you don't have a weapon, it's easier to murder you, I would assume. 9 cases out of 10.
I imagine they'd probably sleep with their weapons. It will be within arm's reach. And if we're close enough to get rid of their weapon, we're close enough to slit their throat. So...
You know, there's always a plan B.
If we can focus on killing the ones that are more armored first, then we'll have a much easier time.
I agree with that, though.
I would recommend...
I want to take the woman out. Go ahead.
That, following Mirren's advice, I agree with splitting up the groups so that we attack from both sides, of which those 2 groups consist of some people that can take a hit, and those of you that are more adept with shooting things from afar, you tend to focus on those with less armor to begin with. That's as much information and that's as much planning as is ever possible to do in a wartime environment, since things move so dynamically all the time. We go in with a basic understanding of what we need to do to achieve success, and that's as much as we possibly can do. Whilst it's very nice and all to imagine a completely flawless scenario, which is obviously the best outcome, there is no point in discussing a further strategy than that.
Will we know which units are in which tents before we go in? Is that something we can get from the animals? Because if they take a look beforehand, then we can know these are where the people who have the heavy armor are sleeping. Get to these tents first. It's still a simple strategy. I'm just asking whether we have the resources to be able to know that ahead of time.
But
GM.
it's not the wisest. I mean, just look at old Gorkov here. And the magpie kind of screech in response. Complaint.
Can they tell us where the biggest person is?
Well, let me find out.
Yeah, because let's put it this way. If they can't differentiate complex things, let's break it down to the easiest way to distinguish these people. If they can figure out where the dark people are and the biggest person is, those are good things to know.
Yeah, at the very least, the biggest person would be much better than knowing not anything of.
Yeah.
The bird flies, comes back after like 20 minutes, sits down on Bogdano's.
Is it currently nighttime now? Is this us planning just before we're about to leave?
This is basically dinner time. This is dusk. Because that's when Bogdana was able to get this information, because whoever was up in the mines had traveled back towards the camp, and there was like a communal dinner, so she was able to, count the birds, were able to, in their simplistic way, figure out how many was there. And the bird comes back, talks in a screechy way to Bogdana, and she is able to turn to you and say that there seems to be only one person that is left up by the mine, but encased in metal, in the darkness. And in the camp, the one that is the biggest and encased in metal is in the second largest tent, which is by the I need to remember directions here. The northern gate, which is the closest to the shore.
Is the mine entrance very close to the camp?
I think it's up a hill.
It's basically up a slope that is very barren.
Which unfortunately means it's high ground.
Which means you'll be able to see what's going on.
There's a possibility for that, yes.
Right. And there's no way of routing to get them first.
At that point, Miron ponders, and he says, we have to send somebody to enter into a duel with that person. If they run away in the middle of the night, then we have a problem.
Might be the job of one of you. She looks among the agents who are better trained.
Not it. I'm so unsuited for that.
Yeah, not you. The other agents, probably either Meulen or Silas.
Who here is good in the 1v1?
Meulen looks between them all, and then Silas, kind of without having to say anything, just slaps his knee. Yup, okay, yeah.
All the glory.
You better create a song about me if I die, because this is very heroic.
On
a ladder of heroic things, this is pretty fucking rad and heroic. Really, you should thank me all.
Beyond
being so heroic.
Your service.
We're very appreciative.
I'll get started on a poem.
Awesome.
I'll do the melody.
Of course you would. Now that wouldn't be a bad way of dying, having such a smart person as Tia make a poem for you and such a siren to sing it for you.
Thank you.
You know you're not allowed to be remembered after you die.
That's true.
You're remembered in our hearts.
Well, if I'm about to die, shouldn't I be given like a hero's goodbye?
What have you ever done that's heroic, you murderer?
Maybe do it and succeed, and then we'll get that hero celebration.
Okay.
How's that sound?
Fine. Right. And he starts like sharpening a knife with a very crooked smile to himself.
Akron will approach Meulen and will be like, "Can I have my poison?"
You're poison.
He gives a wry smile and hands you your carrot poison.
Yes.
Let's go!
Woo!
I'm gonna need some steel. After all, I've just been lugging around a shield all this time.
I don't know, it might be entertaining to watch you beat someone to death with a shield.
Oh yeah, fuck, we had that problem.
Or do they not have any extra sword?
No, I thought didn't Aaron get a sword when we resupplied at that one castle thing? Did they like pick up a sword for Aaron?
Did you ask
No.
one?
You had a rapier.
No.
Yeah, that was Osprey's
Ospreys.
rapier.
Well, surely Osprey will be happy to lend it again.
This
She's not gonna
time,
be using it?
no, she wants to keep it. Because it's,
Serious?
gonna be
We've lost one
dangerous
of our
for her.
heavy hitters to a 1-on-1. We need our other heavy hitter to have some heavy arms.
But your Dennis.
My Dennis.
Dennis
You,
can give
Dennis.
can give his battle axe.
Okay.
You can't use battle axe.
Technically,
I
you
have a
can,
dagger.
You
but you
give
will
Osprey a
not.
battle?
But you won't get your proficiency bonus when you hit.
Yeah.
Come on.
But we
Osprey,
want proficiency
please.
bonus.
I mean, Osprey is about to walk into a very dangerous situation and almost die, and this
She
is the
thinks if
weapon
her
she
ma-
has.
Guess
Her
who has no
magic.
weapons?
If her magic isn't gonna help her, then a sword is not. Surely she's far more proficient in magic than she is in a sword.
I literally have no weapons.
Let me see what I have. I have 3 daggers and a bow.
The only other alternative is if I encounter some sort of blade in the camp.
I can't believe you guys are gonna send him in without any arms.
You guys?
Seems foolish. Yes. This is
Wait, are we in roleplay right now, or is just?
foolish to send him in without anything. Are we gonna need it? Yeah. Like, how are we going to expect to fight these people if he's having to go in with his fists?
Are you good with your fists?
You're
This is
better.
never gonna beat a blade, no matter how good you are.
Rude, first of all. Akron looks mildly offended.
No offense.
Miron says, "I can offer you many a dagger, and if that's not enough, then I guess I will have to make Osprey very unhappy."
I think
Do you say,
unhappy is better than dead.
It's very clear that Osprey is attached to that blade, but we're talking about total efficiency of this ambush. If you'd have me rather beat someone to death with this shield rather than actually...
First of all, it's a family blade. Second of all, I have been trained extensively to use this. You don't know how many hours and what kind of teachers I've had and big names. I will let you know.
Nobody asked Osprey.
But you're also quite of a brute, and you can't handle the elegance of this kind of weapon.
I am more than capable, more than you know.
All these people are so annoying. Osprey.
You lack
Keep
confidence in
your-
your capabilities in
Keep your dagger.
magic, Osprey.
Keep your shiny sword. If you die because I can't help you, I won't lose sleep.
Miran sends a very irritated look at Osprey, and Osprey's like, "What? What do you want from me? It's mine."
Then
You'll
you
get it
shouldn't have
back
taken mine.
afterwards.
Do we really want a cliff repeat?
I have not
Osprey?
taken yours. You have lost it, not me.
You took it from me first, and then it was gone. That's not how losing
This
things
isn't
works.
helpful.
Okay, you know what? Tell you what, let's put it this way. Osprey, I want you to think back to what it was like to fall off that cliff. Now imagine instead of falling, you're getting stabbed. Think if that's really an experience you'd like to go through again, and if you're ready to face death so soon again, that's on you.
Akron, I don't need you to fight my battles for me. If Osprey
I'm
doesn't
fighting
want to
you.
part with it, That's fine by me. I'll do my best.
Honestly, Osprey.
Fine. But if I run out of my miracles during this fight, I will run away. I won't help you. Any of you. Because I can't.
Good. Please do.
And if you ship my sword, I expect to be reimbursed.
Aaron thinks to himself about how to break his sword.
Miron sighs and just says, just give it to him. It's better not to die. It's the heaviest, most frustrated sigh, and then the rapier inside of the sheet comes flying towards Aaron's face.
As just a little aside, Titania will go over to Osprey and say, I'm sure miracles will be more than enough. We got this.
I'll catch it if I can. And then look at Osprey with a with one like a sly wink at her.
She's
How gracious of you, Osprey.
You should be thankful.
Alright.
Okay, so groups. We're gonna need a mage in one group. Mage in each group. We're gonna need a speedy assassin in each group.
I think the thing we should decide first is who's going after the heavy.
The heavy that's in the camp.
We can organize ourselves on the screen quickly, so this doesn't take too long.
No, yeah, I mean, that's just what I mean is how we're organizing ourselves, because if the heavy's by the northern gate, that will decide who the order of assassins split between the south and the north gate entrances, who's going after the heavy among the assassins here.
Probably Meulen. I think he's probably the strongest.
Silas is 1v1ing the other
heavy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So basically it's between Meulen, Silas, and Acheron. Or Meulen, Medea, and Acheron for who's going after the heavy. I would also argue that Meulen might be the best choice.
Yeah.
So Silas is going off on his own, and then you got the northern gate and the southern gate, and the heavy was closer to the southern.
Yeah, I would suggest Meulen would be the best choice to take him on.
Okay.
I would agree.
Well, I think wherever we're going, Titania's gonna stick by Acheron.
Okay. So that's the mage and the speedy assassin one group as well. So Osprey should be in a different group to Titania. I think, Aaron, you should stay with whichever group Meulen isn't with to provide another heavy. We'll split.
Okay.
But then Meulen won't have a heavy to deal with the heavy.
Meulen is the heavy.
Meulen is the heavy. What are you talking
Meulen is the heavy we have.
I guess.
No, Meulen's going after the... What I meant is Meulen's going after the heavy guy, the biggest guy.
So we kind of have these kind of categories, I think.
So we have the tank. So right now we have DPS healing and the tank for Acheron's group. Not video game terms into this, but we have a DPS support and tank. I would say
stay with Meulen, I think.
Yeah, I would say put Osprey and Meulen in the same group because they function best together, and let's split. I
think Medea should go in that group as well.
Yeah. Questions? Where are you going? You're the only one left.
I don't mind.
Do you want to have old lady with us and then you with the rest of the other group?
Old lady and her powers might be less upsetting with your group.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that then.
Yeah. I think she'd be safer with you guys than with them.
Okay. Cool. So we'll have the old lady enter with us, and you can go with Meulen.
Yeah.
So who is taking Dennis and who is taking Ali?
Dennis.
Well, apparently he's our Dennis, so he's our Dennis.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is Dennis and this is Ali. Okay.
Yeah. We need to get unique portraits for them. They're too important.
Find them for me then. I have to spend time on it.
I can do that. I've got plenty of character art in my Pinterest.
Roasting me with the red shirts.
Well, that was very efficient.
It's easy when you can visualize it.
All right. Perfect. Okay.
Calling Dennis a red shirt.
Yeah.
Dennis is not a red shirt. Dennis is
a red shirt?
You
my
tried to force it
emotional
to be
support
more
soldier.
than that.
Star Trek reference for people that always die.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah. Dennis, listen, you can't. First, you took my emotional support poison. You can't take my emotional support soldier as well. That'd be very rude.
Okay. So this is it. So I'm gonna make sure that the battlefield is set up for this, and so let's go for a break.
All right.
And then come
Cool.
back basically with battle.
Combat. Let's
Oh,
go.
shit.
Combat!
Yay!
I have my
Oh,
cheat
girl.
sheet. I'm ready.
Let's
Nice.
go.
I'm gonna go and fill my glass, set up the
Yep.
battlefield, and then we're gonna
Inside.
get to it. Woo! The first thing Aaron will do is to break the rapier across his knee and conjure a sword. You know, that would be such a dickish move, wouldn't it be? Holy shit. So put down one of them. Okay. It's not how I thought things would go. Basically have these two guys fighting up here. Oh shit. I made an oopsie.
Damn, all this mistrust is really harsh in my mellow. I could have had cyanide gas by this point if they let me continue working on my poison.
That's true.
And imagine how much cooler we'd be with cyanide gas. Why the mistrust? Aren't I trustworthy? Clearly, Marin's just paranoid. I've never done an untrustworthy thing to the church before in my life.
Yeah. Yeah. What am I doing?
I mean, what's more trustworthy than someone raised from childhood to be an assassin?
Yeah. Yeah, what am I thinking?
Yeah, right? It's completely trustworthy.
How to compete against your supposed ally and classmates to get ahead.
Yeah, you know, we're very... I mean, to be fair, Acheron's year did have a high graduation number, so...
Yeah, true.
You know, at... the exceptionally high number that we both know it was.
Yeah.
Which is, God, what a high number.
I mean,
Crazy.
the whole running away from the program proves they are fairly good Brianite? Really?
Yeah, you know, don't murder and all that stuff.
In that sense. Well, the church has never taught that it's wrong to murder. It depends upon who you're murdering, to be honest.
Well, other Rihannites, of course. I love this, though. I think it's fun. It's a fun, like, little thing to explore, being a skeptical political assassin for a religious faction.
Yeah.
I think it's a lot of fun. Actually, I've had, like, so much fun discussing, little plug for Bexxy's World here. Bexxy is an incredible world builder, which I'm sure everyone who's tuned in before knows this, but Bexxy and I have had some really interesting conversations about the politics that go on behind the scenes that really proves that she just puts, like, so much thought into her world and the happenings that I'm actually able to have a idea of the politics of a fantasy nation based on a political assassin's job history. So, a little plug for this. If for those of you who are new or haven't checked it out yet, absolutely recommend checking out all of Bexxy's work. It's very good. She's an incredible GM and an incredible world builder. I only speak the truth. Touche, Humusite. Touche. I think you're muted, Bexxy.
Oh, sorry. This is because I'm typing.
Yo, good. I was just saying I saw your mouth moving and I was like, oh dang, I can't hear you now.
Thank you for keeping an eye out for that.
Yep.
Yes,
Cookie Man asks, how are you doing?
Me?
Yep.
Oh. I'm happy that I got some financial stability with the work. That's a huge plus. I don't feel stressed this month that I won't make it, which is amazing. But I'm not going to be happy with the work in long run because it's way too heavy on my body, so I gotta search for another one. So it's a little bit frustrating, a little bit tired. Because I spend a lot of energy trying to get into it. And like, I committed, if that makes sense, a lot to it. But it won't work out. Sadly. Holy shit, Bogdana! Oh my god! She rolls initiative with +7 twice. Takes the highest.
Ooh. Ooh.
She's going.
Alright, hello, I'm here.
Welcome back.
Is
You ready for this?
I'm pre-rolling initiative so it goes faster when we get into it.
Okay. I also put some potentials, character arts for our beloved Ali and Dennis in the Discord.
Oh my god!
For you guys to
let me
judge.
look. Let me look.
Oh no!
Yes.
It's nothing like terrible. it's just
maybe if I actually find some time, I'll do my own stuff with these as inspiration. It's funny, we imagine them very similar.
Yeah,
which I think is funny. Yeah.
First one I saw, I was like, "That's Ali" immediately. I felt like that was very much her. But
no, yeah, exactly. We have very
same
similar.
with the first one I saw for Beneos.
Absolutely, we should do. Yes, very good art.
Which
They
ones
deserve better.
Which one do you like the most? I gave a few options.
I think the first one in each group.
Yeah.
I like.
Yeah.
That.
Absolutely.
Look at this on
What
my
do you think,
phone.
Aaron?
The emotional support soldiers deserve this.
I want to draw them in flower crowns.
Do it.
Because I think it would be cute.
When they inevitably die, we will give them flower crown drawings.
Oh, I finally get to reopen the poison document.
Yo!
Yay!
Yes.
Woo!
Finally.
Okay. Oof. And then all that is done, and then we can. Oh jeez. Oh jeeps. We can also fix this as well, and all of this.
It's because other people are here now, and I can continue complaining. I made the point that like all this distrust is so counterproductive because I still have the apple seeds, and I could have made cyanide gas by the time that we got here, and we could have had cyanide gas. But no, they don't trust me or something.
It's almost like we've been trying to murder them for the last 18 sessions.
No, we haven't. We've only technically thought about murdering them twice. Like seriously.
Another time.
Yeah.
Which makes us very trustworthy, actually. Financial stress takes a lot out of you. Oh my god, Hamo. It does. For sure. So that feels good. And I am also so happy that I'm able to buy like a $300 like microphone kit because of your support with Twitch.
Oh, great.
Yeah, gonna get a pretty big payout. So that's amazing. So thank you. It's actually your contributions to the stream is improving the stream. Yes, you guys know.
Do we know what book the poison condition is? Oh, I found it. Never mind. Right as I asked.
Yeah, waste away.
Book?
Far into playing Frostmark.
You know what, Adrian? I don't need your logic here.
I mean,
you can fight
2
me.
clicks. What do you want?
Your logic isn't welcome here. How dare
We
you?
don't like your people around these parts.
Don't take time here. Hiding around here.
What with your logic and efficiencies?
Oh my god, you guys. Alright, let's get to it. Let's get to it. I'm ready.
Here we go.
It's time for action.
Music.
There's a clear tension.
Try not to die. Try not to die. Try not to die.
But also restlessness. Now that you are finally here, you are eager to get going. And so you do, in a pace pushing what would be considered safe in the gloom, except for Aaron. This strange little war party navigates the treacherous and the stony slope down to the valley lake below. Tonight, the moon is still bright, still rather large, not a complete full moon, but it's hidden behind a thin veil of grey clouds. So it offers a small but usable illumination to your immediate path. There you wade and jump over some stones by the lake shore, and then you trudge around it, try not to get too hypnotized by the perfectly see-through water glimmering in the faint moonlight. Then, like before, at that bend on the southern part of the lake, Meulen stops you all, scouts ahead a little bit to make sure that there's nobody, a late straggler by the water. He comes back, declares that the coast is clear, and you continue on, moving from the shore up into the bushland. This time Meulen is not concerned about trudging over the path. Whatever evidence he leaves behind, he will make sure that there's nobody to tell of it. Once you clear the bushland, you enter into that pine forest. It starts, with rather small pines, but then they grow in height and glory. The underbrush is not thick. Instead, there are small and lonely patches of moss and tough mounds of grass in between sand-like earth and stones. But to your heart that beats to the drum of war, such details are only vaguely recognized, your vision narrowing by each passing second, focused on violence and threats. Then the moment comes where Meulen stops, performs a flurry of hand signs to all of you. The agents understand, and Acheron takes her little group and starts to circle around after you all dump your backpacks and whatever burdens that would unnecessarily heavy you in the toll of battle.
Before we split, hearing what Tia had said about having no weapons, well, I guess maybe Tia didn't say it was more character, but knowing that, Ginevra goes alongside Tia, and from within her clothing she pulls out a small hand scythe, moon-shaped hand scythe, and hands it to Tia and says, "I'm sure you won't have to use it, but just in case."
Don't worry about me. I won't be able to make much use of it anyways. Keep it on you.
Please, just keep a hold of it. Please just keep a hold of it.
Alright. You sure you won't be able to make use of it? Alright. If you insist. And I will take the sickle. Thank you.
Okay. Alright. And as the group circles around, now that light, that faint light in between the trees and the smoke that rises from it is rather clear, you can easily figure out where you're going. And with Aaron kind of leading your group with his dark vision, he is able to steer you away from many pitfalls. Then you close in on the northern gate. On the other side, Meulen waits, coiled, low to the ground, face devoid of expression. Is there any final preparations you want to do before we start to roll some stuff?
Bless is gonna fade before combat begins if I do it now, probably.
Yeah, that might be a little bit too short. I'm gonna see if old Bogdana wants to do something. What is the length of this?
The only thing I can do is I can try to make a perception check to spot a hidden creature. I'm sure I'm not going to do a better job than the scouters already have, but can't hurt.
Okay. Well, it's, pitch black right now, and there's just a little bit of light in between the trees.
It's just part of an ability, so thought I'd use it. I haven't never used it before, so.
Oh. Can you write it out so I can read it?
It says, can use bonus to make perception intelligence check to spot a hidden creature object or make an investigation cunning check to uncover decipher clues.
Oh, okay, yeah. So in combat you can do it as a bonus instead of of an action, but you can still do it here, but it's going to be with disadvantage because of it's pitch black, basically.
That's fine.
All right. Bogdana. Bogdana is going to fall a little bit behind. And whisper some things to herself. A green light coming from underneath her clothing. And I'm going to do a soul check. Oh yeah, she handles that well. A quick flash of something red. And then her skin takes on a very strange bark-like texture. She kind of flexes her muscles a little bit, feeling a little bit strange about it. Accidentally walks into Akron and pushes 2 vials of something into her hand.
Oh.
Into their hand. I'm sorry. She thinks you're a she. I'm sorry.
Yeah. What is it? Do I know? I have to make assumptions.
You have 2 glass vials in your hands, and she's, excuse me, you know, these bones, I'm a little bit unused when this happens, and she plays it off.
Okay, interesting. I have a question for you.
Yes?
How long does poison last on a blade? Because I know we discussed that before. What was it?
1 attack.
No, it wasn't 1 attack. There's a time limit to some of them, I remember.
10 rounds.
10 rounds?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Before it, like, until use, you mean?
And that's specifically...
And if you don't use it 10 rounds, then it runs
specifically out. For an oil, right? It has to be an oil-like substance. So it tells you if it's possible to use it in an injury. Because otherwise it's too watery to, like, remain on a blade.
No, yeah, I was wondering, basically I'm trying to figure out if Akron would apply the poison to their blade now, or when we're closer.
Yeah. It slowly drips off. Because
I don't know how far we are.
You know, it slowly drips off. So, if you hit, you know, it disappears, but it remains potent for 10 rounds.
Okay, how?
Which is 50 seconds, which is not, you know, too much.
Yeah, so I'll wait then until we're closer.
Okay. And I also think Osprey on the other side of the camp is going to do mage armor.
Titania's gonna cast guidance on herself for the
How close to the camp are we actually right now?
Far enough that you can have a whispery conversation, and that would be fine.
So probably, okay, then I'm not gonna do the poison right now then. I'm trying to figure out how far we are as far as movement goes, but that's fine.
That's fine.
Cool.
That's fine. Hell, oh god, it lasts for 8 hours. Damn, mage armor, be good.
That's why I cast it before the short rest.
Yeah, I understand that. I thought it was just an hour. Okay. Okay. Alright. And there was something you wanted to do?
Yeah, just did Titania cast guidance.
Okay.
I'm not within 6 meters of any of the sleeping people that I can see, am I?
No, you're far beyond 6 meters from just the gates. You're just like hanging back for final preparations.
Then I have nothing I can do.
Okay. Alright. Then you all nod to each other and you move up. And somewhere far above where you cannot see, Silas has crept on. Going to attack somebody standing by the mine. Who knows what's going to happen in that fight? But I! In chat, probably. Okay, so you're further away on the map than what you are right now. There's just not enough space on the map. But you are able to see what you're able to see as you start to creep up. So we're gonna do perception checks against their passive perception.
Stealth checks, you mean?
Yeah, stealth checks. Yeah. Dexterity.
Yes. Thank you.
And this will basically decide if you get a surprise attack or not, or the sound of the alarm is going to be sound. And it's a group one.
I'm gonna make sure I'm reading everything right.
Okay, so 2 successes, 1 fail.
Wait, 1 second.
3 successes, 1 fail for your group.
Sorry.
What, Miron? Wait, don't you have a reliable talent? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so
Miron better not keep rolling ones.
Miron cannot roll lower than 17 stealth.
Reliable talent, go bird.
Yeah.
Can't wait till I get there.
Some finesse shenanigans.
Why do you think I have it?
Okay,
Got in the sneak attack.
I'm surprised the 14 succeeded, but I'm glad it did.
Okay, and then we're gonna go for Denny's.
Dennis, we believe. Our boy.
God, that's pretty good. Yeah, success. I'm gonna go for Ali. Success. Damn, reliable. So
This is why they're the emotional support soldiers.
So
they deserve only the best.
Ginevra was a fail, but there's enough. Okay, so we just need to do Osprey over here, and then we'll be done with this group. And then I need to do Bogdana with that group. Oh god. Yeah, right. Osprey doesn't have sneak because that's far beneath her. How she succeeded. And these old bones ain't sneaky with Bogdana, so she also just have her dex bonus, which is still a success. Oh my god, you're just
me. I just sneezed.
It's just Ginevra.
Allergies.
It's like all of you being like immediately just
Holy
silent, and then just me in the middle like, ah, shit!
Oh my god! Everyone
Sorry,
but Ginevra
I'm
rolls high enough. Okay, I also need to do for Silas as she does her.
I'm allergic to lying, my bad.
Oh my god, Silas with a total 24. Yeah. Okay.
Nice.
Silas needs to stop.
I
I got you, Lola.
I'll make it up in this fight.
Okay, so there's a little bit of a fumble as Ginevra moves through the forest. But who rolled the highest in your group?
Aaron. Probably.
I'm
No,
not in Aaron's
Ginevra. Yeah, in the other group. Mirren. That's why he's rolled a little bit lower. He reaches out, stabled you, and then kind of hangs back a little bit with you as you approached.
Alright.
He gives you like a nod of like understanding, and then like walked with you and like quietly pointed out like things to watch out for.
My noodle legs. They're floppy.
Woo!
Flop it around.
This means that you all get a surprise attack. So yay, you all. So it actually going to start with Ali and Dennis running out, clear in the open with their arrows drawn, and they're gonna start this fight. Wow. No, wait, you haven't rolled initiative.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are we rolling initiative?
I have rolled initiative. You guys are so slow. Roll initiative.
Alright.
Listen, we're not allowed to do stuff without being told to do it first.
Sorry.
We've been over this.
I'm
Well,
not gonna be able to
say-
do this
Can you
round.
roll above a 24 is what I want to know.
Fuck you, Tia. I'm going first. Beyond you.
Never got a 6.
I thought I was so. I mean, I
got
guess
16.
No,
you
16,
know,
16 for Ginevra.
since we both got 6.
I got 16.
Oh god, what happened there?
Which is
Everybody's
good.
gonna one turn of buffs because I'm going last.
Last.
Yeah.
And Acheron got also a 6. Wow.
I'm gonna have to run up into the group.
You're the slow group.
Yeah.
Slow coaches.
Okay. Everything is.
I am totally going to blame Titania in canon and be like Akron was just like stick with Titania to make sure nothing went bad before the fight. It's a protective nature, not doing badly.
Sure.
Apart from Bogdana. Bogdana's like super ahead of you guys.
Bogdana cares for no one.
Younglings are so slow. Let me show you something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but first of
Bogdana
all,
loves no one.
Speed walking.
Therefore is fast.
Yeah. So Dennis moves out like this, steps out bravely out into the open to draw distraction and fire.
Music is cool.
Yeah. Bam! And they're both gonna make an attack against the thing that is the closest. So we're gonna start with Dennis in your group with this longbow. His favorite enemy activates, and he also got archery. So there's a +10 to hit. It's a 13 though. Oh no! It bounces off the armor of this uniformed armored person standing at the northern gates. A flail by his hip, and there's like a grunt and a shoulder moves a little bit back. A head that looks down and looks at the armor at the shattered arrow on the ground. Another hand that reaches for the flail, and a gruff voice shouting out, "Company!"
Still a surprise round though.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's still a surprise round. This is all happens in the same time. And then we got Ali with another +10 to hit. Oh my god! That's a 14 to hit. But that's just the armor class of the mercenaries, so she actually still hits.
They're so good at their jobs. We stand.
On the other side of the camp, the sound of a muffled, painful sound is heard. As the first damage is dealt, the first blood has flown. Okay, and then we got Miran. Miran, with his surprise attack, is going to do a is going to have his sneak attack activate, which is super duper cool. He's going to move forward, hiding by the grace of this very tall wall, and activate his crossbow as he moves forward. Only shooting once, but it doesn't matter because he is Miran.
Because he's Miran, yes.
21 to hit, for sure. I mean, even though Ali was brave how she moved out with her longbow to do this attack, when Miran does it, he just knows where to aim. Just straight for the juggler. Dealing 27 damage.
Jeez.
Beast.
Making this poor mercenary guy just drop to the floor, clawing at his neck as his lifeblood is just escaping in far too much of a volume than what he can survive. Alright, and then we got Bogdana. First kill of the night. What will little Bogdana do?
Tell me what you got.
Oh god. Is he in range? Yeah, okay. Bogdana's gonna rush up with her staff held high, and she's gonna whack him with Chilele!
Chilele!
Nice. Bonk.
Bonk.
Get him.
Magical bonk.
Magical bonk, indeed. 26 to hit. Wow, it actually goes through his armor. deals 15 damage to this guy's head.
Oh, bonk.
What is happening?
Grand bonker.
I'll mess with the
my
berserker.
God. She just walks up and whacks him over his head, and there's like a grunt. She might have been that like minor concussion damage right there. The highwayman's turn. This guy as well. No, it's a surprise round. No actions for them. Silas is going to attack somebody up in the dark. I won't tell what happens. He's far away, so we're gonna unleash some kind of ranged attack, and then whatever happens in the scuffle happens. Oh god, I can't talk about it. Okay, I can't talk about it. But Shat would know.
There's some good ass music.
Shat would know.
Yeah,
Shat
this
would
is a
know.
banger.
Like, I'm so into this music. I'm ready to commit war crimes.
War crime.
No, it's war crime.
I mean,
Yeah,
I meant justified.
Oh,
Self-defense, self-defense.
Yeah, shit. I meant in my church duties. Fuck.
Just do
Not
my
a war
job.
crime.
Ooh. What will Osprey do? I think she's just gonna step forward and unleash a force blast. Gonna start off easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Which goes completely wild, and she curses to herself. You never.
Same, Osprey.
Okay. I can move. How much? 6 meters. Okay. Okay, I'll stay in a line with like Osprey and Meulen. Probably stick close to Meulen. And how hurt is this one? Is this one taking any hits yet?
No.
No. Okay. I'll use my divining rogue ability, wise engagement. So I'll use my bonus action. I have to make a persuasion manipulation. Oh no, you make a persuasion manipulation check. They make a persuasion manipulation check versus my empathy. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you have to make a persuasion manipulation check, and I'll make an empathy.
Persuasion manipulation.
See. Yes. Sorry,
All
I've
right.
been in Italy.
No worries. No worries.
Persuasion
Persuasion manipulation.
empathy.
Oh shit, that's just a straight up 20. Haha! An 8.
Oh. 8. Okay. Just to check my. Okay, it's +2. The only thing. Sorry, I do this every time, but it's because we don't fight very often. Because usually it's empathy is manipulation or composure, because this is empathy intelligence.
Yes.
I have 2 things, which means I get the full proficiency bonus, right?
Yes, exactly. You just
Okay,
attach
okay.
your intelligence modifier. So the ranks modifies your proficiency bonus.
Oof. Okay, well I got a 10.
Yeah,
so that's
and
more
you
than
got
him,
an 8.
right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Still able to
So I
read
get
him.
sneak attack.
Yes.
Okay, I get sneak attack on him for 10 rounds now.
Yes.
Okay. So I will attack.
Woo! Alright.
Check.
Alright. Attack over
He's
the
good.
dead corpse of his buddy.
That's not enough, is it?
No. This time actually there's like
Why?
he actually reaches down, watching his friend like fall to the ground, trying to catch them, and as they kind of bend down, the arrow goes above their head.
Oh.
All right.
Yes. Curse Rion's name.
We got Medea, who's going to come in, attack as well with her ranged option, bringing up her light crossbow. With a thunk, releases a bolt.
Can I move behind the tree, by the way? Like, dug behind it. I don't have like much view, so I can't really see much of the tree. But is there a way I can get behind it to shield myself?
The tree is a little bit too large for you to have movement
Okay.
enough to go behind it, but you can back into the shadows a bit more.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Medea does the same thing as you do, and both of your bolts kind of go above this person's head as you lean down.
Okay.
Both. Okay, Aaron.
I will need to move as I brandish the rapier that Asbury gave me. Seeing Bogdana do a heck and bonk. Just gonna go up there. And
yeah,
so you strike that. He's not gonna unsheath the rapier first as he's running forward with his shield. He's just gonna straight up try and grapple this guy's throat.
What? Okay, so you go for grapple?
Yeah.
Okay. Athletics brawn, then I get to choose brawn or dexterity. I'm gonna go for brawn. Ooh. Ooh. I got a 25.
Jeez. Yeah, I think maybe grappling the strong guy is not the best.
You reach out for the grapple, and that hand that was like moving towards his flail kind of whips out and snatches your hand before it reaches his neck, and like pushes you away. Right? Anything to do with a bonus attack?
As a bonus action, as he snatches my hand away, I want my eyes to burn slightly in the darkness as I will proclaim a judgment on him and say... What am I going to say?
What are you going to say?
Well, he's going to use indignation as the judgment.
I'm indignated right now. How dare you?
How dare you touch me?
It's like, you know not what comes for you. And I will gain a +1 to my bonus, my AC.
Ooh. Cool. Yeah. Nice. Very nice indeed.
Buffs.
Buff. Okay. Acheron.
I'm gonna go smack him.
Punch his lights out.
You gonna slap him? You gonna slap him? Or
no,
smack him?
I'm gonna yeah.
Do it.
I'm making an attack. And I have them within 1 meter of him, so I do get sneak attack if I hit. Is that the right number?
Yes.
I think it is.
Go.
Making this cheat sheet was the best thing I've ever freaking did.
I'm happy.
It helps so much. Where's 1/6? Fucking hell. Nope.
Damn, the rolls tonight.
You punch, and your hand hurt rather than him. Your fist just hitting metal and like a dull kind of clang.
Let me check something real fast before I...
You can spend a mastery point to do 2 attacks as a bonus action.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Bonus action, 1 attack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think I'm not going to spend my mastery points yet. I'm just going to try to spend my bonus action to make an attack again.
Okay. Do it.
That's a
There
19.
you go.
It's a little better.
So you like reach back, like shake out your fist, and like that wasn't good enough, and then you hit again, and then whack! You actually deal some bludgeoning damage to the person within. Roll your damage.
Do I get sneak attack because I didn't get it, because I didn't hit the first time, and it's 1 per turn, not just on your action, right?
It's once per turn. It's once
Okay.
So you still get sneak
So
attack.
when you hit, you can activate it.
8.
8 damage.
8 damage.
Absolutely. It's a bit of a grunt
And then-
that comes from within.
I count 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I have movement. Bye. I'm stepping back.
Oh my god, mobile. Fuck.
Because I can't. Wait, actually, before I make that decision, you said I saw the arrow. I gotta count spaces for one thing. 2, 3, 4. If I move to the other side, will our plan still be viable? Win. Okay, good. Then I changed my answer. I'm actually moving. I can get to there.
You sure?
6.
You
I
wanna
have
move
10
in?
meters to move it, and that's 7.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you're going to be in the camp, so anyone who pops out with a ranged weapon might be able to shoot you. Just saying.
No, you're right. Okay, that last time I changed my answer. I am just gonna move back.
Okay.
Aaron makes points. You make points. I did not consider that.
And they're good. Okay.
They're good points, so okay,
Alright,
I'll just move
Titania.
back then, as long as I'm still in range.
Alright,
Good.
so Titania is going to just whip out Spellbook and arcane runes go around all 4 of their feet, and I'm going to cast Bless on all 4 of them using a 2nd level spell slot. Let me roll real quick.
You bless.
Soul is kept. All 4 of you guys, including Bogdana and Dennis, get a D4 to everything. And as a bonus action, Titania's gonna be like, "You got this, Acheron! Kick their asses!" And gonna give Artist Inspiration to Acheron as a bonus action.
I see.
That's a D6, right?
That is a D6, yes.
To use within 10
Then
minutes.
I'm just gonna vibe.
Alright.
Crouched.
You have used your turn fully. For sure. Alright. And then this would be their turn, but there's still the surprise turn, okay. Let's go for normal turn then, beyond surprise. Dennis is gonna reload his longbow, move to the side so he can get a good, clean, close hit. Hoping this time he won't miss. Oh, this time he's able to find a chink in the armor of this person. Dealing... Oh my god, where are you? There you go. And I have... Don't I have plus 1d8 damage? And I got Cloud Shooter. Okay. Okay. So it's just this. Oof! It's more of a glancing hit, but it still draws blood. And the person who was the stalwart defender and lookout for this particular opening is stumbling, blood seeping out from several different places in his armor, and like seems dizzy. Miron is gonna reload his crossbow as he's running alongside the fence right here, still trying to keep out of view as much as possible. He won't get sneak attack in this moment, but it doesn't really matter. And he's gonna do another attack with his ranged option for 28 to hit. Jesus Christ. Dealing 7 damage. But that's not really, he's not really concerned with this person, and he's gonna run in and take whatever fire and be a distraction. Just running like a shot as he runs by. I'm gonna switch over to his dagger. We got old Bogdana over here, who's gonna go for another bonk with Shillelagh and Bleeding Blessed. Go to Devil Yale.
I know that you meant Devil Jail, but it sounds like you're talking like about the college Yale in America.
Harvard is
Devil
better.
Yale, the Devil Jail.
The Ivy League school for all devil crap.
What the fuck? She's rolled the highest amount of damage twice in a row. Another 15 damage. She kills this person.
Bonk, bonk.
That's how you do it, youngling.
She reaches back and she just bonks this person so hard that the metal kind of caves in. That there's just a gurgle sound as she just falls with his face first into the dirt. And this is a grandma, y'all. Upstation you all.
Bogdana is gonna outdamage literally all of us.
Yeah. this mercenary here is gonna get very confused as to what to do. Just saw somebody just zoom past him. It's gonna back a little bit away, I think, and shoot an arrow back at the one who Meulen, who is entering the camp. Out of just pure instinct, just back away and shoot. Let's see. 16. Oh, that's just enough. Do they have? Oh, okay. Yeah, it's gonna spend a technique dice to increase the damage. 14 damage to Meulen. Meulen's just gonna take it. He's gonna keep his reaction if something else, like, worse comes his way. Alright. Something is gonna happen to Silas. Silas is gonna go for another ranged attack this time. He's not gonna get a sneak attack. Ooh, and it's not enough to pierce through the armor, and it's gonna switch over to his dagger. It's gonna try to move in closer to melee range. Okay, and then we got Osprey stepping forward as well. Who says, "God damn it, just hit!" Gonna go for another phantasmal force blast. This one definitely hits. Oh, actually, she gets 2 rays, actually. Yeah, so both of them hit. Alright, she chips away with some of her force damage. A gut-wrenching punch as they both kind of attack him in the stomach. Doubles over a little bit, spits out some of his stomach contents. Ginevra.
Getting 2 attacks with Force Blast, rude. Imagine being second tier.
Proficiency bonus, but you know.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna move this a little bit away.
Okay.
So I can get a better view into the camp. And keep an eye on Meulen. But I'll attack again on this guy. Being that I hit this time. Yes, finally hope that hits.
Oh god. On his turn, I should have moved some people out. Yes.
And so I get sneak attack damage. A whole 9.
Nice.
9's good too. Pretty average damage.
9. You got a 16 to hit. Yeah, 9 damage. This poor little guy is starting to bleed, and his eyes are going to start fluctuating to the darkness that is behind him.
Back a little bit further, and yep, it's my turn.
Alright, Medea's gonna try to make sure that doesn't happen. Is she better at range? She's better at range. Yes.
Oh, I
yes,
guess I could use my bonus action to try and see if there's anyone hidden.
That's true. That's true. If you want to.
It's no cost to it, so perception, intelligence. Okay.
Oh no! Medea rolled a critical 1. There's something about her fire mechanisms that snags, and she curses to herself. She kind of bounces back on her hand. But then instead she's gonna move into melee with this guy, so he has to disengage to move away from her. 10. It's very dark out there. A lot of sounds coming from the camp. You're not entirely sure. Okay, Aaron.
Okay. Gonna just pass this guy here.
Step over the corpse.
Yes, indeed.
And you just step up to a person with just their weapons attached to their hilt. They're basically in their sleeping gear. Just stepping out of a tent going, what the fuck? And then they see this big, Aaron coming at them with a rapier and a shield. what you were gonna do.
Well, I guess we're killing him all, so he will just do a quick whip of that rapier to attack him to do, as fast as possible.
Okay.
With a frosty element attached to it.
Alright.
So it's for an
Frosty.
elemental blade attack.
Yeah.
Doop, 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 doop. It's a 9. Satch.
He dodges underneath your blade, screaming out, "What the fuck?" Anything else?
50 macro though.
It's a bonus action. Not yet, Toru. Not
Okay.
yet, Toru.
Okay.
My turn?
Out of the tent, now I got some hidden stuff. I'm sorry.
Here's come the flails, yes.
Yeah. Stepping out of the tent is a very heavy-built woman with short brown hair, a wild look on her face, and a vicious scar that goes down her underneath one of her eyes. She's not in armor, but over her shoulder is a resting, very intimidating flail, and in her other hand is a shield. And she is gonna call out, "Anyone that angers me angers the Storm Lord!" And a very dark kind of mist starts to expand from her body. Her eyes go completely dark. And everything that is within 6 meters of her. No, she's gonna target one of them. Oh, she's gonna... Well, Mirror is right there. Yeah, she's gonna target Mirror. Pew. And Mirror's gotta do a resource saving throw.
Pretty good for him.
Oh no. No, that's not good. Wow. Mirror takes a half step back and looks unsure of himself. Yeah, he's frightened.
God damn it, Miran. You're better than this, my boy.
As a bonus action, this imposing flail person is going to rage.
There it is.
That's not lovely.
Looking very, very angry. Okay. Out of another tent. I'm sorry, Akron.
Just more targets. Just
Yeah.
more targets.
Yeah. There steps out a woman in her night shift. Black, slicked back hair. What seems to be makeup that has been... it looks like she's been crying and is kind of smudged out. But then on a second look, you actually see no. It's not makeup. It's actually very, very fine tattooing, creating this thorn-like kind of halo in black around her eyes. She takes a bonus action to check what's going on, and she calls out, "Stand firm for the Stormlord!" And she's going to cast Fly on herself.
There she is.
Here we go. Give me your spellbook, lady. I know you don't have one, but give it to me.
It's a concentration spell. Gotcha. 10 minutes. Let's do a soul check. When this black bird activates her divine power, the tattoo around her eyes starts to shine in a very bright white bluish light, framing her dark brown eyes in a rather striking manner. And she brings out a soul to cast the spell with, and then she takes her there, moving up 6 meters up into the air. Okay. That's her
Bexxy?
turn. Yes.
Can you, with that blackbird, when you click the icons,
Yes.
can you mouse over the wing and press number 6?
Can I do that?
Yep.
This is. Wait. So you click on the mouse over the wing, and then click 6
On your keyboard.
Oh, what?
So
That's
now we know.
amazing! Wow, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, Akron,
Well,
what do
you
you
did the
do?
blast icon, but whatever. Yeah.
Oh, there's another wing.
There's a fluffy wing one, yeah, for fly.
Can I stand in this space?
The tree is there, I think.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. If it's like a tree or if it's like a barrel I can squeeze around. If not, it's fine. I can move here.
It's
but-
just tree stump, so you can stand above the tree stump. This has been cleared. So you can stand on the tree stump if you want to.
Would that affect my ability to attack someone?
No, not really. You're too cool for that.
Okay.
You just kick them in the face.
Yeah.
Oh, that's.
Who needs fists when
Okay.
you have feet?
Well, I'm
I mean,
moving.
you're basically the
there.
same height as Aaron if you get on that stuff.
Haha. I mean, well, you're not wrong, depending on how tall it is. But,
Like,
guess I'm moving there, and, because I have an ally within 1 meter, that's the person I'm attacking for now. Someone's floating, that's spooky. I'm not dealing with that to start. So,
fuck that shit.
I want to see what they can do more
Come up.
before I move in. So, I'm gonna attack that guy.
Do it.
This one, just for more specific indication.
9.
Nope.
What?
The heck?
This guy is
God.
dodging and
Plus
weaving
1d4 and
despite
potentially
his...
plus 1d6, remember.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll roll a
Except it
1d4,
wasn't for
but I don't
that.
think it's gonna help much.
Ooh.
Good thing.
13?
13?
Plus d6, if you want to use the inspiration.
I can always
Might
give you
is-
another one.
Might as well,
Yeah.
you're right.
Okay.
15 enough?
He would have escaped you unless you were magically enhanced. So deal your damage.
That's why I'm here.
Good job. Teamwork. Makes the dream work.
Oh!
For the first one.
Let's go.
Nice.
Smack him again. Eat him.
Get 'em.
Yeah, it's a lot of good rolls.
Yeah. I'm just making a regular attack for my bonus action this turn. So many numbers.
Yeah, I know. I don't even know.
Oh,
Yes.
Nice,
What
18!
Kind of crack him in the jaw so it's a little bit dizzy, so that that liver shot that comes from the side is impossible to escape. Roll damage.
Yeah. 1 second. Let me check making sure I'm putting everything in correctly. Trying to find out if I get the +4 to my bonus attack as well for...
As a monk, I believe you do, yeah.
Okay. I thought so.
Yeah.
Yep,
Just-
okay, cool.
Just your die is so small, but you get all the bonuses to it.
That's another 6.
Nice.
Very nice.
And I still have... if I counted correctly, I still have 3 meters of movement, so...
Oh, God.
I've done my job, I'm running away. I have so much movement.
Okay.
I end my turn.
Titania.
You muted? No.
You muted.
Lynn, push
Yeah,
to
we
talk.
can hear you.
What's the talk? Fuck! Sorry. Yeah. Can I? Oh, I can still do this when I'm holding shift. Good. I might need to change my push to talk. Yeah. So okay, that's within range. Within range, great. And okay, so first order of business. Artist inspiration on Acheron again. I got you, fam.
Thanks, babe.
And then Titania's gonna see this weird lady shout and then start floating, and it's gonna be like, God, goodness, and is gonna launch a firebolt at her and say, "Come down, you bitch!"
Okay. All right. Roll to hit.
You're kidding me. Okay.
She sees it coming and kind of maneuvers away from it, sending you a piercing gaze. That mascara, black mascara that is around her eyes, still shining a little bit white and blue.
I've got different tricks up my sleeve. I'll be fine.
Okay. Okay. Alrighto. Well, that guy is dead, but he had a friend.
F.
Who steps out with flail, still no armor. This guy only has like briefs on.
Nice.
Oh no. Rip.
As he
No dignity.
rushes into battle, seeing his fallen friend, he is going to move this way here.
Oh. No, Jeffrey.
Jeffrey again? There's a lot of Jeffreys
You were
dying.
2 weeks from the retirement.
Alright, as a bonus action, they are going to rage. And then
Why? I didn't even do that much to that guy. This is...
It's the first thing it sees as it steps out. And 18 to hit.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Alright. Okay. So, when the Enforcer is ranging, the first weapon attack that hits in each of the turns receives extra damage. And I also got range damage going.
Hurt
Don't
me
like that.
already.
And I am also going to pump in here a smite.
Really don't like that. Acheron's gonna get a
Rage
sustained
smite?
injury here,
Jeez.
aren't they?
That's 27 damage.
Oh, did these work?
Holy jeez.
They
How
move up to you, like dashing mad dash, and this dark kind of mist forming around the flail, ending around that heavy, hurtful ball that just smacks into you, reverberating with some necrotic damage.
I'm really wishing that was against Titania right now, so I could have used Pacify and just say, no, you take that damage instead.
Okay.
What's your maximum HP?
38.
Make me a Vitality saving throw, please.
God.
Does Bless apply to saving throws?
Yes.
Yes, it does.
I have the page pulled up. It does.
Yes, attacks and saves on Bless.
14. Yes. Yes. You need to roll 12 or higher. So you're fine.
Okay.
You're fine.
11 hit points.
Fine is not the word I'd use, but yeah.
Could
It's
be
skill.
Dennis is gonna call out, Akira, no! I'm gonna help you!
The boy!
Know her name?
I don't know.
You know, he's Rick. You have this kind of voice, right? I'm gonna help you. That's a critical one.
Dennis, no!
I'm so
I'm sorry, boy.
Save yourself.
Rick, oh jeez. He's trembling. It's not trying to hit Acheron. Seeing his newfound friend being hurt is a little bit, affects him. Ali, on the other hand, is gonna
Come on, Ali.
try to hit this other mercy for 23 to hit. Ali has been performing tonight in comparison to to poor Dennis.
We stand a queen.
Do you know how many hit
Dennis.
points Ali has?
How many? We don't know.
15.
Oh no!
Oh shit.
Woo!
Wow.
Oh my god, this guy is holding on to a
boss.
thread. That was a
Oh,
glancing
come on.
hit, like on his their bicep, and they're bleeding a little bit more. They're looking really dizzy, but that was not enough. Miran sees Flying Girl, sees a really intimidating woman, says, I will deal with that another moment. Steps over here. Yeah. And we're just gonna do 2 dagger attacks. Both of which definitely hits.
At disadvantage because he's frightened.
Not against anything else, right?
Yeah,
It's
it's
only
only
against
against
them,
the
right?
actual.
Oh, it could be.
Let me double check.
Unless it's.
It might be
fear.
disadvantage so long as you can see
As
the
long
thing
as-
you're afraid of.
Let me double check. Yeah, a fighting creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of his fear is within line of sight. Yes.
You could get behind the guy.
Uh,
His enemy covers up the one he's afraid of.
Both still hits.
Okay, fair enough.
Doesn't even matter.
Fair enough.
Good job.
Alright. A little bit of shipping damage here. It's not as good as it should have been, probably. He's definitely a little bit rattled, trying to regain his composure. Bogdana is going to move in beside Acheron. Gonna go for another smack. Because it worked last time. I mean, why change something when it's working?
Bonk! Get him!
With her bless. Has an 18 to hit. That's just enough.
Oh dear.
Oh no, wait, he doesn't have armor, so it's okay. It's way underneath that. All right.
Does the woman have armor on?
But it doesn't deal as much damage as he wants to.
Because she's raging.
Because it's raging. Yes, indeed. Still a little bit of a standing bonk. This guy here, do they have cunning action? They do. Alright, this guy is going to run away.
Fuck.
Same.
Gonna disengage as a bonus action and then spend 12 meters of movement. Oh my god. Putting himself over there. Damn. Landed by his hip though, so it kind of shows where it's going. Silas, is something happening to Silas?
Probably.
For sure.
He was going after a big guy.
Yep. Moved into melee with the big guy. Ooh, okay. Alright. Osprey. Says, pushes past Medea and says, I got this.
Did you want to do the
Yeah,
other
sure.
archers first or not?
Oh shit, all of them! Oh god, yes!
Gotcha.
Yes.
There's a lot of tokens.
Yeah.
No, I'm just like, there's a lot of tokens.
No, there's a lot of
get it.
tokens. Oh my god, that's just enough.
Okay.
Still, yeah. Osprey shoots this person's dead. There's just like a thump in the forest and somebody falls.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Okay, Aaron. They are going to switch to their battle axe, which they have in 2 hands, and is trying to wildly swing at you to make you go away. Let's see if that works. Oh no, wait, they have the hand axe, not a battle axe. Still, they try their best. For 10 to hit!
I need more than double.
Oh my god, I need more than double! Holy shit!
You what?
Excuse me? Yeah? Then he's, when that doesn't work, he's gonna use a bonus action to disengage and get the fuck out of there.
Coward.
It's gonna seek some support with their boss over here.
Mommy.
Yeah, basically. We got an attack against Miron. Does not hit. Miron dodges that. A longbow, no, shortbow coming towards. Oh god, Miron is there, Anne is there. Okay, we're gonna roll a 1d2. Miron is 1, Aaron is 2. It's a 2. I consider right now Aaron to be more of a threat.
Standing there.
Well, you're big!
Being like, where are you going? Come back and fight me.
21 to
And
hit!
the raid boss.
21!
Hit me?
Yeah!
What is it, an arrow?
Oh, I'm also gonna I'm gonna add a technique dice to that.
To
So-
the attack?
Yeah, so 25 to hit.
Yeesh.
I'm gonna bloody you! Fuck you! I'm gonna bloody you, at least.
Rude.
Sure.
Rude.
Because shield is not 5.
It's +4.
The fact you
yeah.
have to think about that is obscene.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so it does deal damage. Yes. But you don't get sneak attack. No. So it's 6 damage coming at ya.
Alright.
And then they're gonna go and flank over here. Okay, that's all of them. Ginevra.
Okay. So, question. I can't see within the camp, mostly because of the walls. The woman who's just flown up, has she flown up above the
Oh.
height of the wall? Things at 6 meters up?
Yes.
So can I see her?
Yes, for sure. 12 meters and 6 meters up. So 15 meters in total.
That's fine.
Wow. Yeah, right.
Thank you, Pythagoras.
So I'm
Don't
gonna
think
move
Pythagoras.
a bit further around to get a better look inside the camp.
Okay.
But I'm going to try to attack her.
Okay, go for it.
Shoot.
Shoot.
Oh, actually no. I'm gonna do I'm gonna bonus action try to get sneak attack on her first. So yes,
Ooh.
persuasion.
Manipulation, right?
Yes, persuasion manipulation.
Okay, persuasion
Please
manipulation.
roll high for once. Oh yes.
Holy freak! Okay.
Yes!
I see through you, bitch. I see through your bloody mascara.
Yes!
Yes, you do. Alright,
Okay,
so
sneak attack. Right, let's see if I can actually make use of it now and actually hit her.
Let's see.
Ooh,
Wow, that's a hit.
mayhaps.
That's a
Yay!
hit.
I'm not gonna do much damage, but it'll force her to make a save. So hopefully
Yeah.
that'll cause
Yeah,
her.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do too. We got this.
Depends upon how much you roll.
Hey,
Alright, she
Not
needs
bad.
to do her soul saving throw against 10.
that one.
Well, we shall see.
If I knew what her resolve modifier
That's
was.
a 9!
Oh no!
Fucking yes, arrows beat flying shit all day. This is RPG
Whoa!
rules from day one.
She
Let's get
falls
them.
down.
Hell yeah! Fuck you,
Yep.
lady.
Bonked.
Oh god, and she's still taking falling damage after 2 or 3 minutes, 3 meters.
6.
Hell yeah! Fuck you, lady.
Glad we're on the same page here, Lola.
Yeah, just like
Just drop her.
yeah.
For every 3 meters falls to a maximum. Okay, so 2d6 damage on top. So roll that. Extra.
Hell yeah.
Yes,
2 damage.
2d6.
You get to roll it, you never. I give you the honor.
Oh, I can roll. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Gives you
More dicey.
Not bad.
Alright, 18 damage. Alright.
18
The
damage.
most damage I'll probably
Ah.
ever do.
You can't see it, but you hear it. A loud curse and like a thump kind of noise as she lands rather unceremoniously on the ground and like kind of flops down from a crate.
And she's
Okay.
prone as well, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, that's for sure. For sure. Prone,
Thank you.
prone,
Around,
prone.
stay in the
Looney
Now I gotta
Tunes
make a
plummet.
complicated decision.
Mm.
Okay.
Shit.
That's the end of my turn.
And that's the end of your turn. Medea. She doesn't need to chase after that person. Instead, she's gonna move in here. Sees the big guy. Sees Meulen is in trouble, however, so she's gonna attack the one that is bloodied there from range. Get a sneak attack. Yeah, that's for sure. That's the thing. Oh. She's actually not an assassin. She doesn't have sneak attack. Alright. That's just how it is. She has favorite enemy. So that should be okay. Alright. Okay. Yeah, for sure. A little bit more damage dealt to the guy that Meulen is fighting, helping to ship away. Aaron?
Seeing Meulen getting all scared and just like doing a quick look around, I'm gonna call out and say, "Steel yourselves! We've got them!" And it's a free action because there's no actual element here. It's a call that gives everyone advantage, and Mirren can make an immediate save against fear.
Oh,
Yeah!
So for 2 rounds, you can use for one attack. You can have
What ability
advantage.
is that?
Wait, what
That's
happened?
like-
Sorry, go back. I was reading.
He failed.
So he failed to make the save. Okay.
Yes.
So everyone for the next 2 rounds can make 1 attack with advantage.
Is that everyone, or everyone within a
Everyone
certain
that
space?
can hear me within 12 meters.
Am I in 12 meters?
Yeah,
I'm
the
pretty-
map is not that big, so yeah.
Okay, sick.
Yeah.
Alright.
And as I do that, I will brandish my rapier. Seeing this chick fall to the ground, I'll rush over there and say, "Blackbird's end is nigh," and I will stab down at her on the ground with the rapier with my rusty
Yes.
blade.
Rid of that quick.
Alright.
Get rid of that quick.
Run her
With
through.
advantage. Because
Good advantage because prom.
Indeed.
And of course, 1d4 for bless.
Don't forget. Can't forget that.
And that 20.
Whoa!
Yes!
What the
I was
fuck?
praying for it. Rihanna's in my prayers.
Just
yeah.
like pure on like Acheron execute on the ground.
Do it.
Jeez. Okay.
Please get rid of her immediately.
Alright, deal good damage.
Mhm. Yeah. 15 points.
15 points of damage.
Mm.
You still kind of like stab her while you're on the ground, like piercing through her shoulder. There's like an ear-shattering like scream that reverberates through your ears. And in response, the tattoo around her eyes starts to glow fiercer. And I need you to do a dexterity saving throw, please.
Ooh. Ah. Rebuke.
Oof.
Oof.
Okay.
Did not expect it.
You take 10 lightning damage, and you're pushed 2 meters away from her.
Ooh!
Blah blah.
Owie.
Yikes.
There's this shockwave as soon as you hit her and the rapier going through her shoulder. There's like this bubble of electric energy that kind of comes from her, and you just stumble backwards. The rapier, thankfully, though, still in your hand as you rip it away with the shockwave. Yeah, and she says, "Not yet." Big boy turn, or big girl turn. Oh. Squishy girl, scared man, or big strange man who attacked my friend.
I vote for the scared man personally. I think that would be the best decision. I think you should leave me alone if I get a say.
I think I'm gonna go for the juicy target.
Moving away from Acheron, we're good.
Okay. Okay. She doesn't have a shield. Nope. Alright.
Oh, rip.
No, that would have been a bad thing. I would be stronger if she had. 21 to hit! Ooh. Okay, so I'm blessed. I'm my own kind of blessed. And I'm ranging.
Rude.
And
Rude.
I am going to smite.
So rude. Just so rude.
33 damage on the first attack. And then my second, which is going to be less impressive than the first. 17 to hit.
I hope so.
I'll be fucking
How many
dead.
times can they do that? Jesus.
We're level 4!
9
Bexxy.
damage on the second. You got some powerful friends with you,
forgot.
okay? You got some powerful
Apparently
friends
not.
with you.
Where? Can you point them out, please?
Everywhere. You're doing great right now. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, we are actually doing well.
So that's a total of 43 damage. Yes.
Speak for yourself.
Now the question is, does Medea have the dodge?
Uncanny dodge?
No, she's not high enough level for that.
Her on trauma
You're
part
saying
2,
about powerful
electric
friends.
boogaloo.
You're so
Okay.
rude, Bexxy.
Ooh.
Hashtag watching your ex die for the second time.
Find the Denny's parking lot in Sweden and punch your kneecaps. You have lost
3
kneecap
o'clock
privileges.
behind Coop.
Absolutely.
I need to do a talent saving throw right
What's
here.
the Swedish?
But you
IKEA.
can't. But jokes on you, you're American. You can't afford the flight. Okay, she's fine.
Oh no.
Medea is down on the ground. With a scream, she goes down. She managed to save against injury, but she's bleeding out on the ground, pummeled by this flail. Okay. Alright, this girl is going to stand up and look very, very angry at Aaron. And she says, you walked into a hornet's nest you weren't supposed to. And I am going to dump a storm sphere on your face, I think.
Is that a fact?
I need to remove the slot. Gotta roll for soul check. Oh, that's a success. She keeps the soul. 4-meter sphere. Do I have any spell rulers?
4-meter sphere or spear?
Sphere.
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 P8.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Bonk.
Gonna like place it like that. Yeah. Bam. Each creature in the sphere when it appears or that ends the turn there must succeed on a bronze saving throw.
Oh no.
And that's when.
Wow!
Oh yeah.
Nice.
2 in a row.
Yeah, okay. Then until the spell ends, you can use a bonus action each of your turns to cause a bolt of lightning to leap from the center of the sphere to one creature you choose within 12 meter. Make a ranged spell attack. You have advantage on attack roll if the target is within the sphere.
Come at me, bitch.
Jeez.
That's a 26.
Holy shit. Yeah, you came at me.
You did it.
Alright,
You did
perfect.
the thing.
I am then going to spend my whole high voltage channel divinity, and instead of rolling, I'm just gonna deal maximum damage.
Fucking Tempest clerics.
Oh,
Bitch.
So that's 24 lightning damage, and you're pushed away another 2 meters.
Ouch.
This sphere also is extremely loud. Creatures within 6 meters of the sphere have disadvantage on perception checks made to listen. So any sound 6 meters is, which is basically everything, is very, very muffled at this moment. This just crackles with energy. It's a huge ball of just light and energy that lights up this whole area. How much is your maximum HP?
51.
So just underneath. Okay. All right.
Okay, so as we're moving into Acheron's turn, I wanted to ask if this was a mechanic in this, because Aspen and I were discussing tactics and DMs. Would it be possible because in D&D, I don't know if this is a house rule, you can choose to move your initiative down however many places you like. Would it be possible for Titania to go for Acheron to go just after Titania instead of where they are now?
I always say that you're able to like hold your action to activate it on at another point in the.
But that's readying an action. This is like lowering your own initiative purposefully. Is that the thing I've done in D&D?
I only allow that when you have the same value.
Well, we both have 6.
Yes. So as long as you like work within the initiative order that is 6, you can like. You're basically, doing your turn at the same time. So yeah.
I can go before you.
So we can like flip our places in the turn order.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Okay, cool.
Okay. It's not gonna do much this turn, but it was crucial for a tactic I wanted to
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. So this turn, Titania's gonna be like, "Stay with me, Acheron," and is going to cast Healing Word at you, at Acheron. So let me roll for that, and also roll to keep the soul.
Okay.
No, only 6 hit points.
All right. What was the level of the soul?
Oh.
What's the level of the
Just 1.
Okay, so you lose a position one. So.
No. That was just the roll for the healing.
I'm going to make my saving throw.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I hold on to the soul. It's just only 6 hit points.
Yes.
Okay, and then is going to move slightly, I think.
Okay.
Let's get a better view. Is there anything obstructing my view of this guy?
Bogdana a little bit, like he has +2 to his AC right now, I guess.
What about her?
No, nothing.
Okay. Yeah.
And she's like solely focused on Aaron right now.
Yeah, we're gonna. Yeah, we're gonna toss a fireball at her.
Okay, go for it.
Come on, 21.
Ooh, yeah, that for sure hits.
And 9 points of fire damage, just
nice.
Okay.
across the battlefield.
I need to do our soul saving throw. 21.
Wait, are concentration checks resolve on this?
Yes. Is to keep.
I've been.
Oh, you've been doing it wrong?
Okay.
No, it's just.
I've been doing vitality. I have a +4 to resolve. I only have a +2 to vitality. Good to know. That's
it's a willpower thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay.
My turn.
Yes.
Okay, so bonus action, apply the Myristicin poison to my blade. And then I'm making an attack against our lovely Rager with that poison blade.
You can attack with advantage if you choose to.
I will do so. 2d20, how to do keep highest?
Keep highest, KH1.
Thank you.
And then plus your modifier.
Is Bless still up?
Yep, Bless is still up. I haven't been hit.
26 to hit.
Jeez.
Nice.
Yeah.
With poison. Hell yeah.
Yeah, so I need a saving throw from that guy. I don't know if that's on his turn or mine, but...
Specify what it says.
It's not specified, it's probably me.
If this oil is delivered through injury, the creature rolls the saving throw at the start of their next turn.
The start of their turn.
So, the start of his next turn, DC 18.
Jeez.
Saving throw.
Okay.
And also, do you still do normal damage on the attack?
Yes, yeah. I do as well, which is I'm just reading stuff, so...
Sneak attack. Sneak attack.
Bogdana isn't within 5 meters, is she?
Well, you have advantage.
She's right next to it.
Oh, I have advantage. You're right. Nope. Yep, there you go. Oh, that's a 20. Why was that a 20? Sorry, I hit the wrong number. I'll keep the 5, but I don't know why I typed a 20. I meant to type a 4. Numbers. We stand. Okay, so that's 8 plus the 5.
13.
So it being the same, actually. And then I'm also moving.
6 damage.
So,
okay.
but, and just a reminder, even though you don't need it because of the mobile feat, and I have attacked this man, I don't get opportunity attacks.
Yes. Ow.
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes.
I'll move back there. Bye.
God darn.
Actually, I will move an entire.
Damn. Leave Bogdana there with him. Oh god. All right.
I'm not dying for that woman. Sorry, I don't know you.
Yeah.
But her bonk damage. Okay.
She'll be fine.
She can do her bonk from right there. She's got 23
Patron
initiative.
and Titania, and then we have indeed the enforcers. So we gotta do a DC 18 vitality saving throw then.
Yep.
Come on.
Damn. Okay, so within the realm of possibility. Critical 20.
No.
Damn.
How many times? Is it just the one activation chance, or is that it?
The oil is delivered through injury. Creature rolls a saving throw at the start of their next turn. Saving as a poison. On a fail, the character suffers severe hallucinations.
I think it's just a saber suck.
Yeah.
I don't think it's like
Gotcha.
And then it gets way worse, like if the saving throws by 15 or more, the creature falls unconscious.
This one is unfortunately like a saber suck. So
But worth a shot.
No, he steals
worth a
himself.
shot.
He steals himself, for sure. Maybe the range has something to do with it. Let's get aggressive. Aggressive.
Are you not already?
Where is it?
Gonna move in there, charge with his flail, like a kind of zealous cry on top of his lungs. And I'm gonna attack down at the little frail woman or the strange spellcaster in the back. I'm gonna attack Bogdana, it seems. It's gonna do smite and all the things activated.
This is why I left. I'm not dying here.
You knew that more than once? What the fuck?
Visual fail, man.
28 damage to Bogdana.
If two of those hit the same person, that's absurd. No,
And
what the fuck?
that's more than half her HP. And so she is going to roll a vitality saving throw. Okay.
I believe in her.
I know.
So
I
Bogdana could be
rolled a
anywhere
critical
from...
20!
Nice.
Yeah.
So now we know
Not a
Bogdana
crit
could be
nine.
anywhere from 56 to 29.
Oh my
hit points.
god, guys! You know what I've rolled? I rolled a critical for the resistance to vitality saving throw. Then I rolled maximum damage on both of the dice that was used to attack, and then I rolled a critical 20 to
Stop taking all the good rolls, Bexxy.
Yes,
Sorry.
Save them for the rest of us. Gosh.
Gosh. Okay. Dennis is gonna try to move over here. Gonna try to do another attack, hoping this time he will hit.
Advantage.
Aaron better get his shit together.
He can do it advantage, Bexxy, if he needs to.
He does?
Yeah.
Everyone.
Everybody
Oh
gets
yeah,
a
because of the thing. Right.
in the next 2 rounds.
Yes.
So I'm gonna use my next.
Well, he doesn't need it this round, so let's not.
It lasts for 2 rounds. You have to pick within one time.
Yeah.
Alright. That's good.
That was 6. Alright. Continue shipping away. An arrow that hits somewhere in between the armor plates. But the blood doesn't flow like normal, and it's not as much of a pain response from it. He is quite in this battle trance. This Zealot, and then we got Ellie on the other side of the battlefield. It's gonna try for an angle that works with whoever stands over Medea's body. 28, yes. Ooh, okay. Once again, shipping in some damage. Meulen is gonna continue whack against this person that is in front of him. He is still scared because it's not outside of 6 meters. Cannot re-roll.
He can't? Not the end of his turn?
If the creature ends his turn more than 6 meters away from the Enforcer Cap, then they can, if they can't move further away, they may roll the saving throw at the end of their turn.
I'm just wondering, did you roll Meulen's advantage against the fear? Or not?
No, I did not roll advantage.
Oh, it gives advantage. On saving throws against
still a
fear.
fail.
Okay, the same.
A 6 and an 8.
Charm and fear. Everyone's currently.
Yeah. Sadly so. He seems quite rattled. So he's gonna attack with disadvantage. Oh god, that's a 10. And 1 hit. Okay. Alright. That's not great. That's not great, but it's something. Bogdana is gonna do another shillelagh. It definitely hits. She has a She continues rolling highest damage. I don't understand. What's up with you, old woman?
Your characters always roll really high.
Apparently not. Alright, advantage against Meulen, 2 hand axes from this mercenaries. $17 and a 21. Yes.
Oh my god, how?
Damn.
Meulen is not having the best of luck right now. That's for sure. But it's okay, he got a lot of hit points. It's okay. Alright, still, he's taking some damage where he stands. Alright, Silas is gonna do what Silas is gonna do. What's the time? Okay.
So much is happening over there in the rolls.
Yeah.
Look at him go.
Ooh, okay. Oh, whoops. I clicked back. We're gonna finish this round, I think, and then we will have to pause. Okay. Osprey is like, that's not good. That's terrible. Let's try to do something against that. Finally something that is worthwhile to utilize my magic against. Yeah, let's go for it. Let's go for it. Let's go for a phantasmal killer.
Phantasmal killer?
Yes, show us what you can do finally, Osprey.
Yeah, you've had Phantasmal Killer and you haven't used it yet?
Magic.
Damn, Osprey.
Remember, with the magic in Frostmark is slightly different. You don't want to always, use
your highest thing.
Judgment.
No?
Judgment.
Judgment. I've been using my spells all the time.
Your highest spell all the time.
Judgment.
Judgment.
Listen, just because you shouldn't do something doesn't mean we wouldn't.
Oh gosh. Oof, 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 oof. That is not good for her. Okay.
I can't believe the four of us have been stuck up here fighting this one raging bastard this entire time.
Alright. Soul saving throw from the enforcement
Only had 2
captain.
rounds.
Full 2
Yeah,
rounds.
I am moving as fast as I can.
To be fair, I am sort of, until Bogdana got here, I was sort of DPS and I only do one type of damage.
Yeah.
The target becomes frightened
Which-
for the duration. Oh my god, he got some of it, she got some of her own medicine.
She failed.
What
She
magic
did.
damage do we have? We have Titania's Firebolt, we have Aaron's Frostblade.
Alright, whatever
Is
what
that-
her
that's it, I think.
biggest secret is of her fear, she is experiencing it at this moment. And that's Osprey. Very nice.
Oh,
You never.
God.
Who is experiencing?
Okay.
Osprey?
The
Blackbird?
big, no,
No.
the big
Oh,
armored.
this guy. Okay.
Oh,
Let's see if I can-
good.
She
see
is
when
scared with Phantasmal
Okay.
Killer. That's
So
concentration.
if I go, I have to get here. I do that. Okay. I think that was 3 meters. Okay, so I can get that. Okay. So. Oh,
Okay.
No. Okay. I'm gonna go there and aim for the blackbird. She's no longer prone, right?
No.
No.
No. Okay.
But are you
and I'll
having a
attack.
clear shot?
Yeah, I can see her clearly.
Nothing in between.
I think I can see her clearly.
There's a person in between, so
Okay.
that is gonna give her half cover, so her
Okay,
AC is
then-
gonna be higher.
Okay, then I can move higher up. Can I get in between these people? Like, past him and, yeah, between those two?
Is it still going to be?
This is gonna be even harder shot.
Okay. Okay. Oops. Okay, I'll just go for the best shot that I can.
Okay.
You got this?
Okay, with advantage.
Come on, dice. Dice on our side.
Ooh. Yeah, you thread the needle. It's extremely hard shot, but you thread the
Okay.
needle.
Right, come on, dice, please. Sneak attack. Is that enough?
11 damage. How do you want to do it?
Yo!
I want her to see she's been focused on Aaron, but then she just gets, you know, when you get that sense, it's like they get that divine sense that everything's about to go black, and she turns to look at me, and she just sees down the arrow to me.
Heck yeah. Yeah.
And I just say, "Fuck your god."
Oh!
Straight through the eyes, through one of those eyes that's shining.
Okay.
As the target.
Okay.
No,
Hell
Tiffy
yeah.
got better about this fight that she did not have that much HP.
And with the fall of the blackbird and my secret death save for Medea, I think that's actually a perfect opportunity to end tonight's
Don't worry,
episode
Akron, I've got Medea
of
next turn.
Asia's Return! Woo!
Oh my god.